Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is Big Rig Nick Utown.
Glad to be here. By the way, does the fact that Elon Musk changed Twitter to X, does that mean he's Joker?
Oh, yeah. He is using Brand X.
He is, yeah. Now his platform is Brand X. I'm just like, is this what this means now? Is that what's going on? Happening? So I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I saw a tweet. I posted this on Twitter. Well, X, whatever the fuck I'm going to call it now. He's the new Professor X. I posted out that picture of him.
Yeah, I saw that picture and I was just like, God damn it, that's good. That's good. I'm still waiting for him and Zuckerberg to throw down.
Yeah. That's my money's on him. For as much as I don't like any billionaire because there's no reason to back a rich person that's not backing us, I do think Elon Musk would whoop Mark Zuckerberg's ass. He looks like a weird little guy, so
I don't know. Apparently, he started to do jujitsu, and like those video of him like getting, like tapping out or like, what is it, passing out or something, and they give the other guy the win, and he got real pissed off. He's like, what's going on? I'm just like, oh man, I don't know what to tell you.
The world's a weird place right now, dude. I mean, every day there's like more weird news. We got aliens, UFOs, fucking everything, man. It's like either we're at the end of time or everything's about to have a major reset or things are about to get really interesting. So
yeah, apparently we had, I think, a comet or meteor like graze Earth, and they didn't know about it until the last minute, so that was fun. Yeah, it's always wild. Like it's one of those things where it's like more and more and more. I just want to make enough money to live in the woods and just not deal with society anymore.
Can we just have a meteorite take out a couple major cities, kind of like what's that movie with Morgan Freeman as the president from Deep Impact?
Deep Impact.
Can we just get a Deep Impact?
Oh man, that would, yeah. I mean, just take out like two major cities, and we'll be fine. It'll be okay.
Which cities do you want to get rid of?
Ooh, let's get rid of L.A. and let's get rid of Chicago.
I'm glad you read my mind. I was going to say Chicago first because I hate driving there. But I lived in LA and that place fucking blew. So I love Superman the movie. Can we just have Lex Luthor's plan of removing the entire state of California via the San Andreas fault line actually happen and just sink it? Because look, no one out there really contributes much anymore. It's just everybody that's just there. So we'll just,
no, man,
move all the resources inward.
Dude, I went jet skiing with my cousin, and it was the most like bureaucratic shit I've ever seen in my life.
Do tell about the bureaucracy of jet skiing.
Yeah, because like he's gonna jet ski, and I was like, okay, we'll go. So we get to the area, and like you had to drive through a particular thing, and get checked by some park person or whatever, some lifeguard or whatever, and my cousin's got like two stickers on there for the thing. It's like 2023 and like one for the fucking thing, the I don't know, whatever it's called. And he had to have them checked. He had to have his papers there and everything so he could get it checked. I'm just like, I've never seen this before, because like I grew up in the South. Like you went to a place where you launched a boat, you fucking launched. That's it. You're out. Done. You follow the rules for the wake, or the little buoys that say 5 miles an hour, and you just kind of like putter by, and that's it. And then once you've gone, you speed away. That's how it goes. And like this was weird because like they had buoys in the water. They had a little fucking track they were going in. Like they had an inner and outer circle you could like go into. The inner circle was like you could just speed around in a circle as fast as you possibly could. The outside you had to go real slow. And I was like, what the fuck is this? What in the hell is this? And even when he left and he had to put the jet ski back on the fucking rack or whatever the hell it is, he had to get checked again, and there was like a little metal, like it's one of those things like they had to put a little metal piece around it, like they do for trucks whenever they don't want them opened, like one of those things. I was like, what the hell is this, man?
See, California is just kind of like the training wheels state. And if you don't use your training wheels, somebody's going to get sued. So everything has training wheels out there. And the training wheels smell like piss.
Yeah, and it was and it was like I asked him, I was like, "What's going on here?" Like, "Oh, we're doing this for environmental reasons." I'm like, "No, you're not. No, you're not. You're doing this because you can control and charge money for it and tax people up the ass. That's all you're doing." It was the dumbest shit I'd seen. I was like, "Come on, man."
Dude, I don't miss it. I don't think about it in a good way. So, goodbye, California. Goodbye.
Well, yeah, no, I just I went to take Mama. Oh yeah, also one other thing, I would take Mama out there, but leaving from Atlanta was fucking a nightmare. We got there like 2.5 hours beforehand, and got in line and did everything. The security line was an hour and 45 minutes long.
All right, can we add the Atlanta airport to our meteorite? I want you to be safe, and your family's important to me. I'll tell your mom I'm sorry myself, but can we just get rid of that goddamn airport? Dude, that train in there takes forever to get around.
It does, dude. We were. The security started where you were like in the little restaurant area where you get your food. There were 80,000 people there that day, Jeff, going through fucking security.
It's like a WrestleMania.
We barely made our goddamn flight. Like, luckily, once they were boarding once we actually got to the area where you take off your fucking shoes and they pat you down and put a finger in your butthole. And then once that happened, we got on the train. Luckily, our gate was like the terminal was A, so it was the first stop, and we just walked onto the plane. That's it, But we were fucking close though.
Did you tell him thank you after the finger, or was it more of like a
It was more of a
I thought so.
Yeah,
they're not too soft in the South.
No, they are. No, they're not. It was, dude. It was crazy, man. Like, and apparently it had been like that for the entire week. It was nuts.
Well, I guess things are slowing down for the summer, so you got that going for you. Just too bad it's a little too late for you.
Yeah, jeez. It was nuts, man. It's fucking nuts.
Our friend Shrubbles08 has the word of the day for us, Nick. The word of the day is fanny. I feel like we may have done this one before, but we all love a good fanny around WCBS. So
yeah, our UK friends will understand fanny.
They're chuckling like they said fanny. We understand what it means. Believe me, we're not oblivious. We just like the word.
Yeah.
So we have Debbie Does Fanny, Barbie 2. Barbie has a new fanny. Technically, she has one at the end of the first movie, so it's got that going for it. Fistful of Fanny. That sounds like a good time. Oppenheimer with Extended Fanny and Fanny Fall. Now, I saw Oppenheimer yesterday. There was no Fanny in that movie.
Was it okay? Was it at least good?
Oh, it was an awesome movie.
Okay,
but Florence Pugh's nude scenes were kind of disappointing. Like, and I'm actually saying this about a pair of boobs. Why is she naked in this movie? She doesn't add anything. It's like, I'm all about tits and everything. I put tits in Ghostbusters. I don't care. Tits are great. But it's like, it's like, why is this in this movie? It's a weird complaint to make, but like Script Doctor and I were talking about it on the High Council, and he's like, yeah, they're very underwhelming. And I'm like, well, they can't be that bad. And then I was seeing the movie with Phil, and he's like, yeah, man, those were underwhelming. You were right. I'm just like,
God damn it, Hollywood, get some big fake titties back. We need big fake titties back.
Yeah, just like, Julie Strain style or Anna Nicole Smith style. Like, that's what Oppenheimer's really... Look, nuclear radiation causes weird abnormal growths or creates the X-Men. Why not just have that? I mean...
The triple X women, just like housewives just start growing tits and ass all of a sudden. That's the movie where we need to make.
So it's like, yeah, let's make that movie. I think the people in the chat would like that. Folks, hit that thumbs up button to let us know you're here and alive. We're all alive, and we're here to give you a great show tonight. We're going to be talking about a multitude of things.
I did get to watch Mission Impossible before I left and while I was there, so I watched it twice.
And
I fucking love it, dude. It's still on par. One thing I noticed watching it the second time is they're really attacking Bond 100%.
Absolutely.
Because when he comes out in the glasses and the suit, I'm like, he's never done that before. Why the fuck is he in a very tailored suit? I'm like, and he's in the airport and he's doing the whole thing in Dubai and stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, this is very much James Bond. Very much James Bond. Even with the him and Haley Atwell with the when they were cuffed together. I'm like, this is just like Tomorrow Never Dies, right? No, Tomorrow Never Dies. No,
Yep, exactly.
Tomorrow Never Dies. Yeah. That's what it is. I'm just like, I know this. And there was a lot more like hand-to-hand combat than normal, because usually he's just jumping around and shit, and there's not enough fighting. It's like just it's not a lot of that. But I still enjoyed it. I loved the concept. I can't wait for part 2. I hope that comes out soon, but we'll see.
Next year, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. But I hope the strike didn't like make it more difficult for it to come out. I hope it does come out next year, because that might be one of the only things that comes out next year.
Yeah, I'm ready for more Mission Impossible. I mean, you heard my review. You heard me say very kind things about it. It was such a good movie. I at one point I was calling it the movie of the summer, but I am not saying that anymore because I enjoyed Oppenheimer that much. I really thought it was that good. I mean, everyone's going to go, oh, of course it's good. It's Christopher Nolan, this, that, and the other. And people seem to be kind of very angry if you like this movie for some reason. But it was an awesome drama. It was a watertight story. It was great to, relive. Let me rephrase it, because I wasn't even alive for any of the moments of this film. But it was great to go back and look at a historical take on some movies. Excuse me. It was great to go back and look at a historical moment through the lens of a film. The acting was awesome. You had people that you never... Like, you remember the show Drake and Josh on Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
That kid was in that movie, Josh Peck. And he was good.
Yeah. I saw him in the trailer, and I was like, that's fucking weird, but I was like, I'll take it. It's fine, so.
Yeah, dude. Gary Oldman played Harry S. Truman. We had... the whole cast was great. Even Josh Hartnett, who was just kind of a write-off actor in the 90s if you weren't a teenage girl. Like, that dude has really delivered over the last so many years. But Nolan knows how to cast his films, man.
That's good. Yeah, no, he's really good at that. He's very, very good at that. He's amazing at it. But yeah, I heard, I like there was a whole thing about like you had to watch it in like IMAX, and it had to be the right theater at the right time and the right location and shit. And I'm just like, God damn, dude.
I did see it in IMAX, and it was for a Wednesday night at 4:30. It was kind of packed. I was very surprised how full the theater was. But we had some prime in the middle seats, and I mean, I've been trying to think about how to write a review for it outside of going like how great it is, because nobody really wants to hear you go on about that shit anymore. People on the internet just want you to bitch and complain, but there's really not a lot to complain about in this movie, man.
That makes me happy, because I'm gonna try to see it this weekend. I really want to check it out, because I've been waiting for it ever since I saw the initial trailer, and I was like, shit, I want to check this out. So, yeah.
Now, to our friend Trebles08 with your word of the day, Fannyheimer. That's my title.
Fannyheimer.
I want that. I should make that as a shirt for myself. Jeff,
that should be our porn parody, Fannyheimer.
Directed by Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
That's our fictional porn director, man.
I like it.
What I want to do is, since we're finally getting into the commerce game on a regular basis here on WCBS as part of our growing initiative, thank you guys, we should do a whole filmography set of t-shirts for Stanley Kubrick. So if you guys can help us come up with some great porno titles, and Nick is a filmmaker yourself, an award-winning filmmaker yourself, we can come up with some really wonderful porn titles for Stanley Kubrick Presents. And then,
you just spend your days drawing one sheets for these fake movies. It's going to be great.
Oh, dude, people buy it. I don't give a shit. People buy Stealing Solo. Folks, by the way, Stealing Solo, I put the website up finally. For a while, there's been a URL in the video, and it was just kind of a dead URL that I thought linked you back to the old Indiegogo page to get, awareness of it. But apparently, it just was a dead URL. So I went ahead and took care of that, built an entire website. So when you go to stealingsolo.com, you have access to buy the original printing of the book, the one that's a nice graphic novel. It's 80 pages. And the reason I'm telling you guys that is I put that up, put one notice of it in a video. It sold a whole bunch of copies. So thank you to all those people. And I want to let you guys know, once it's gone, it's gone. But when we get through it, I'll do the sequel for you guys. So if you want the sequel that features Mark Hamill, who hold us hostage this time because he craves the fame that Harrison Ford got after the end of Stealing Solo, well, then read that, get the original to get that book. And then finally, I want to make Frankenfisher, the Bride of Solo, where we dig up the corpse of Carrie Fisher and Reanimator for one more Star Wars adventure. God. So that's going to be a very dark tale.
It is going to be dark.
It's funny. So you got to go to stealingsolo.com right now to get that. But folks, It's powered by Shopify, so you get the award-winning security, and I shipped out everyone's book like that first day. After the video dropped, I was like, holy shit, people must have seen the ad. And so if you already bought a copy, your book's on the way. And if you want to get one, you have a few more hours to get it in for tomorrow's shipment. And then they'll go out, I guess twice a week now at this rate, just to get them out. So folks, stealingsolo.com. It's a very easy website to remember. Nick, your proudest moment in Stealing Solo, for me at least, was when we talked about your fake porn titles in that film. Because according to Nick of Stealing Solo, you're a pornographer. And that is why Kendo, in his ever-evolving wisdom, decided to kidnap Harrison Ford. That way, you know, you had the filmography and the credits to do it.
Oh god, yeah. I have to. Yeah, at some point, I'll tell everybody my pseudonym I go under for those particular movies.
IP Daily.
I mean, anybody who's watched porn in the last 5 years has probably seen something I've shot.
You know what's gonna blow my mind is you're like, I'm this person. I'm like, wait, you made that one? No way.
Everybody listening to this is gonna listen to it later on. Is like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it.
I told you we got a lot going on the channel. We just don't go on about it. But yeah,
no, we don't.
Nick, your favorite one of mine is the one starring Lena Paul. She's just great.
You know what? She's a sweetheart to work with. She really is. She's very kind, and she's wonderful to work with, and she takes direction very well. So that's good.
Yeah, she takes something else very well, Nick. But you know,
thank you. I set you up for that. Day. I set you up for that. Thank you.
And right out of the park. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. So,
boy, somebody says don't IMDb. No, they don't make IMDb's for what I do.
Yeah, there's was it Index INDEXXX?
I think so.
Why do I know these things off the top of my head?
Because you were once a teenager. That's why.
Oh, I was in my 20s and 30s when I. Never mind. We don't have to talk about that. I make it sound like I'm so goddamn old. Folks, I'm 64 years old doing this podcast. My hip hurts. Get off my lawn. Now, folks, you can come see the Geriatric Bullshitters at Horror Hound in Indianapolis, Indiana in just a few short weeks. We'll be there August 18th through the 20th. You can come hang out with us. We'll be selling copies of Stealing Solo and Tits and Art, as well as a few other art prints and things like that. But come hang out with us in the channel. We're going to be having a good time like we always do. Wherever we go, the party follows. So at Horror Hound, outside of meeting us, you can meet such actors as Robert Englund, Kathy Najimy, Jamie Kennedy, Dermot Mulrooney, Michael Ironside's going to be there? Shit. All right, I didn't realize Michael Ironside's going to be there.
Ironside's going to be there, brother. It's going to be awesome.
William Fichtner, the guy from The Dark Knight, that's the bank manager in the beginning, he's going to be there.
Dude, he was also in Armageddon. Come on.
He's just in a bunch of good shit.
He is in a bunch of good shit.
And Tom Holland's also going to be there, folks. So if you want to come meet Tom Holland, the good Tom Holland, the old Tom Holland,
okay,
come hang out with us.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I really am. I fucking love Fright Night. I'm a big fan.
I'm really heartbroken that Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys fame has canceled.
Yeah, they've had 3 cancellations so far. Nev Campbell, Nick Carter, and then like William Catt, I think is his name. He was a boyfriend in Carrie, so yeah.
He was also the greatest American hero.
Oh yeah.
He was also almost cast as Luke Skywalker.
Oh shit, that's weird. That's wild. Yeah. So those are the 3 cancellations so far, but we'll see what happens. As usual. By the way, I will have 5 Blu-rays to sell for $20 of Mother Noose and Once Upon a Nightmare. Mother Noose, Once Upon a Nightmare. I'll have 5 Blu-ray copies to sell. The movie that I helped make, I'm in, and Jeff is also in as well.
That's true. I am in that movie. It's
there will be only 5 copies at the table to sell for $20 flat, no tax, no bullshit like that. First come, first serve. So,
yes. And folks, remember, this is your chance to get a rare limited edition collectible before you find out all of Nick's offerings on his INDEXXX website.
I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people trying to like scour the internet for all the shit I've done.
Yeah, well, you're world class, man. Let the people find your work. People can find my work. Now it's time for you to bask in the glory. All right, so some of the porn titles in the chat are amazing. Fuckaroo Banzai and
Fuckaroo
Schindler's
Banzai, I love
Lick.
that.
And Analyze This and That. Man. All right, folks. I'm going to put one up. You guys buy enough. We'll keep doing them. That'll be my full-time job. Jeff, what do you do for a living these days? I make porn parody t-shirts. Let me just
If you can make them like a 70s style, that'd be even better.
Oh, I can do anything. We'll do them of the decades that they exist in. So, you know, if we do Fuckaroo Banzai, it'll look like an 80s porno.
Nice.
I mean, look, the world is an interesting place. The traditional systems don't work. But, you know, I was reading an interesting article about that stuff. But the internet has changed everything. The digital landscape has changed everything. So be a part of the new digital landscape, folks, and join us. All right, Nick. So, folks, Kendo will be here. He's at football practice right now. But things are about to change for that. Or with that. I'll figure out the right word I want to use tonight. But before we get into anything else, folks, hit that thumbs up button and let us know you enjoy this content. And by the way, you can shoot us emails at worldclassbs@mail.com, the best mail.
.com.
Thank you. And have your questions answered on air. So tell us what you want WCBS to do. Also, today, we recorded our Patreon commentary for The Living Daylights. We're back on track with our James Bond extra content. So over on Patreon tomorrow, you will get The Living Daylights audio commentary. And we will also upload that for our YouTube members. So, folks, we want to thank everybody who takes the time to support us extra here on YouTube and everywhere else. We're also on Rumble. We just hit our first 100 followers, which is small for a channel that has the size of this over here on YouTube. But I'm going to give you guys an exclusive stream coming up this week, and we can talk about anything you want. So ask me any kind of questions. Tell me the topics you want us to cover on Rumble, and we will. And now that we've hit that first 100, expect exclusive content over on Rumble as well. But in the meantime, folks, follow us there. Okay, so how about a parody called Deons Are Forever, but it's like multiplicity? Instead of a gangbang of like, you know, one woman versus 900 guys, it's just one woman versus 900 Deons.
I feel sorry for that one woman. Oh, jeez.
Oh, it changed your life. So.
Oh man, yeah, no, that sounds amazing.
What, Call of Booty Blackhawks?
I love, dude. Yeah, you guys are on fucking point tonight. I love it. It's great. You get like it's just like rolling through. I fucking love it. Bukkake the musical. Fuck, come on, man. You guys, this is ridiculous. I love it.
All right, folks. So now we're gonna talk about. Wow, I'm just thinking about all the PTSD. I guess I'm reading the chat at the same time, and I'm like, oh my god, guys. My heart's broken. Let's talk about what we have in the title card tonight. So, first off, Nick, you know, you and I are the horror guys here, and we're getting ready for our Schlocktoberfest. One of the things we love to talk about constantly is Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is one of our all-time favorite films, so much in fact that I have a parody of it called Wokebusters. But did you know that they found a different cut of Ghostbusters, and they're showing it right now at the Alamo Drafthouse?
Really?
Yes. So, let me pull up an image for you guys right here. But the Alamo Drafthouse is they're adding additional screenings of the film. So, it's an early work print of the classic 1984 film Ghostbusters that features alternate takes, incomplete effects, and 9 minutes of additional scenes. So, you can go see it at the Alamo Drafthouse if you live in Lower Manhattan, which we don't. That's going to be one of the cities our meteorite takes off the planet soon. But it's going to be this Sunday, July 30th. And they have multiple screenings. They have it at 6 p.m., 6:30, 5:30, and 7:15. And Jason Reitman is set to appear at meet and greet for all of the show times. So 9 additional minutes of Ghostbusters blows my mind. I would, if it wasn't such a far drive to get to New York City, I'd go do this. If it was like within 5 to 6 hours, not a problem. I love Ghostbusters that much. And have you ever watched it?
What, Ghostbusters?
No, the alternate cut.
No, but I remember they did like the really nice. What was it? It was the steelbook they had like a couple of years ago. That was like 5 discs in one case, and that one had all the special features in it. It had the deleted scenes and things like that. It even had the one where they went to the castle and you saw, you know, dude get his like, you know, zipper opened by a ghost. It had the extended scene of that, and where that was and everything. And it even had Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd as like homeless guys. These guys that they'd bump into themselves and stuff. So I was like, yeah, okay, these are all good. But the thing is that like anybody who's watched a movie, and even if you're a fan of it, like you can't change like 1 second or 1 segment of that movie because it's so tightly edited and so well and paced so well. You can't add anything or take anything away from it because you'll ruin the story and the momentum of it. It just won't happen. But no, I remember sitting there, whenever I got those discs and watching all the special features, listening to all the commentary, watching the movie on the X-ray mode where they give you little like text bubbles of like what is happening in that scene and everything they were doing. Kind of like a pop-up video, if anybody knows what that is.
I missed that show.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. But and like it's wonderful because like I love watching that shit. I think like this last Christmas I watched The Thing with the commentary, the behind the scenes, and learned about all the shit that happened and everything that was with it. It was great. So like I love that shit a lot. So it's awesome. But it's fun to learn about the Ghostbusters and everything they've done. But I do love like every couple of years now we're getting more and more like Ghostbusters stuff and stuff from the 80s and things like that. We still need the Eric Stoltz cut of Back to the Future though.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you brought up the pacing of Ghostbusters. That's the thing that a lot of people don't take into account with some of these great movies is the classic versions that we know and love are edited just right. There's Batman Forever that has the Schumacher cut out there, which I'm morbidly curious about, and there's other movies out there that feature alternate cuts. But with something like Ghostbusters, that's a lot of improv and really great comedic minds coming together. You can't really get that out of alternate footage and this and that. I always look at these as an interesting curiosity and an experience and a chance to go see these things in a theater is always fun because I have that box set. But it's so cool to be able to go out and experience it with Jason Reitman and other Ghostbusters fans. People are going to dress up. Like the Ghostbusters people that do all the charity stuff, they're legit. I always like when we see them at the cons. They got the full costumes on. You can interview them like they're the real Ghostbusters, not the cartoon. And there's just a lot of goodness that comes with Ghostbusters. So yeah, I'm glad that Ghostbusters is still as popular as it is. It's 40, almost 40 years old now.
Yeah, because I think it's just like, this is really well. It's just very accessible, and the movie's rated I think PG or something, and like any kid can go watch it. I think it's like your first introduction to like horror and ghosts and shit like that. I think that's what a lot of parents use that for, and just an all around good movie. It really is just an all around good movie. It's one of those classics that I think will never die.
No. Especially after the female one came out.
I remember going to DragonCon that year, and there were like 0 women dressed up in that costume. They were all dressed up in the 80s version, or like the sexy version of the 80s costume. I think I saw one female dressed like in the female Ghostbusters costume. That was it, man. There was no love for it. There was absolutely no love for it.
Well, the funny thing is that Spirit Halloween is offering proton packs from the female Ghostbusters, but they give you ways to customize it so it doesn't look like the one from the movie.
Dude, they just released finally released a full version of the old one, of the original proton pack, but it's very, very light and very, very like toy like, unlike the ones we have. But they released that one, and like it flew off shelves. Like it just flew off shelves, man. Whenever that stuff comes out from Spirit Halloween, it goes immediately. It's hard to keep there.
I mean, we should get extra ones for Nick and for Dion and Kendo, so we can all be the Wokebusters.
There you go. Yeah. Theirs are made really, really cheap and very flimsy plastic. Like they're super cheap. I know I got the goggles from Spirit, and I got like the PKE meter, and I got the walkie-talkie as well from them. Because at some point I wanted to do a costume. All I need is a jumpsuit, and like I'm good.
Well, I mean, get one, man. It's perfect. It's the perfect time. Do it for Horror Hound. We got to get Dion an inflatable suit for the show.
Oh my god. No, I'm just bring so many odd things, like my normal shirts, my suit, and then my my jumpsuit for For wearing my proton pack. Oh god.
Well, Suit Saturday is going to be an amazing part of Horror Hound. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun. I just keep thinking about that. It's like just 4 dudes in a suit at a horror convention. Like, it's it's just funny to me. It really is.
I tell you, you wear a suit in the right setting, you can get in anywhere, in any door.
It's 100% true. 100% true.
It's like, do you represent Robert Englund? Yes, I do.
Kendo proved that last time.
Yeah, when he got in with Butch Patrick, a.k.a. Eddie Munster.
Yeah, he did. He just was wearing a suit the whole time, and nobody fucked with him. It was wonderful.
God, it's going to be fun.
Uh-huh.
Now, I guess we have to finally transition. Not finally. It's not like we're over in 30 minutes. But, we could be. That'd be a weird show, right? 30 minutes and that's it?
Yeah. It's like, oh, good night, folks.
It's like an episode of How I Met Your Mother. We'll just start putting commercials in the middle for, like,
jeez,
Ocean Spray cranberry juice and vitamin water.
Oh, my God.
Joke's on you. They have the same amount of the same amount of nutritional value. They're both sugar water.
There you go. There you go.
So... we love records. We love to talk about records being broken. We love to talk about records being broken for the wrong reasons as well. And so tonight, there's a new record that's been broken by the Marvel show Secret Invasion. I tried to watch this show, Nick, a few months back. Well, a month and change. It's only been 6 weeks. Time has been so fast lately. But I watched this show for the initial 2 episodes, and I gave up on it because it was terrible. And I forgot that it existed. Each and every week, I would go on with my life like it never was on the air in the first place. And apparently a lot of people have, because the people that have watched it, the few and far between that they are, they hate this show. This show holds a record for the lowest rated episode in the history of the MCU. Would you like to take a guess what the number is, Nick?
Is it 69?
It's much lower than 69, but, you did say the number. Should I press the button to go with it?
I'm sure.
Excellent!
There you go. There's the magic number button. But no, keep going lower. Lower.
Let's see. 39.
Lower.
29?
Lower.
What the fuck? 9.
Slightly higher. It's 13.
Okay.
The finale scored a whopping 13%.
13 on the finale?
On the finale, dude.
Holy, oh my god. I thought Andor did bad, but holy shit.
Well, all the Star Wars shows lose about half of their viewership throughout the show, and I don't know if the numbers are out for this one yet. On the video I'm making for tomorrow, I will look for more information. If that's the case, then I will definitely include that. But 13% for the closer.
Dude, Disney is severely fucking up. Like, nobody's watching your movies, nobody's watching your shows, nobody's watching your VOD platform, nobody's going to your parks, nobody's going to your hotels. Like, just give up. Just walk out and be like, I'm done. Just give up.
It's an embarrassment. It's to me, folks, this is like that Hell in a Cell match when Seth Rollins fought The Fiend, where I was like, I'm embarrassed to be a wrestling fan. This episode was so bad, I'm very embarrassed to be a Marvel fan. And it's not just, oh, it's got a bad rating, I gotta jump into it. I went back to watch this episode. I watched the first episode, the second episode, and the finale. And I read a little bit online to get caught up before I started the finale. And I sat there, Nick. You know how, like, when a show's over, you kind of need a moment to go, wow, that's how it ends. Or, oh, there's going to be more in the future. I sat there for a minute with my jaw on the floor and I went, what the hell was that? It was so underwhelming that it almost kind of hurt. I mean, I wasted 38 minutes of my time. And that's the part that pisses me off. I spent, 90 minutes of life, which isn't a lot. Believe me, I've done dumber shit for 90 minutes. But I spent 90 minutes of my life watching a really terrible show. And it deserves that 13%. Maybe 10 would be very generous. Because in the finale, Nick Fury... Basically, here's the story of the show. Skrulls are a shape-shifting alien from another world. They're the ones that are in Captain Marvel, those green guys. Well, they come to the Earth over a period of time. And they they have been secretly invading the planet. And so you keep finding out, like, oh, this person's acting weird. What's wrong with them? Oh, they're not really an asshole. They're a Skrull. And so that's like the big twist of this show. And Dion, welcome in, my friend. How are you?
I am doing all right. What's up, motherfucker?
We're just laughing at the fact that Secret Invasion got a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. How many times did you watch that?
I have not watched it yet. I was this last few weeks I've been meaning to watch it, but I got to catch up before I give a definitive response. But yeah, I have not watched it yet.
You don't really need to catch up, man, because there's not a lot to catch up on.
Tell me what I need to catch up on, motherfucker.
You need ketchup on a hot dog, motherfucker. That's what you need your ketchup
Right,
for.
that's right.
French fries.
Tell me what I shouldn't watch here lately, motherfucker. I watch what I want.
All right, you should watch anything directed by Stanley Kubrick. You know Dion's not going to turn down some porn.
Of course he's not. Of course he's not.
Most likely not. Most likely not. We're taking bets.
Well, you know, you'll have to come up with some porn titles for our show because Stanley Kubrick is going to be making some merchandise for the channel. We already got, what was the one I wrote down for tonight?
The dead Stanley Kubrick?
What'd you say?
The dead Stanley Kubrick?
No. Stanley Kubrick.
Kubrick. I was really confused.
Yeah, the guy that died 24 years ago came back from the grave as a zombie to make porno.
I mean, you think of a better origin story?
Well, it is 2023 after all, Jeff. A lot of weird shit's happened, so I mean, it'd be on par.
That's true.
I mean, what is the weirdest thing that's happened this year? Because there are a lot of weird shit that's happened. Or there is a lot of weird shit that happened.
Yeah. It's hard to tell anymore.
I'm just waiting for the AI to take over and we turn into Terminator.
Oh god, no! The AI is going to infect the alien ships and then bring the entire universe to its knees. That's what's going to happen.
Well, make sure we film that because that's going to make a hell of a
Make
YouTube
sure we
video.
film that, okay, buddy.
Let's look at. We'll turn it into a movie. It'll be your biggest award winner.
my magnum opus.
Your magnum dong opus.
Wouldn't that be some shit though? If the aliens came down, attached their, I don't know, something like try to scan our signals, and the AI jumped to their ship and fucked it up.
It was coded poorly, and the AI was like, "This is a threat." It's like that movie Osmosis Jones, where it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, get this out of the body."
yeah. Wouldn't that be some shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they tried attacking us. They tried coming down or something like that. Boom, done. AI just took it out. Just fucking took it out.
Dude, look, aliens are coming to the planet apparently, according to these Senate hearings in other parts of the world. So, who knows? We could be making this shit sooner than later. I bet you we're going to live to see a day where the real news is going to be more crazy and balls to the wall insane than it is anything in Hollywood, because Hollywood's pretty much over.
Yeah, we're gonna be living that show, Alien Nation. That's what's gonna happen.
I remember that show. Guy had a weird head.
Yeah.
Syndicated TV shows used to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's how it was. Like those alien races came down and they lived amongst us and we just treated them like normal people. And I think it even got a movie as well.
Are any of them older and or Caucasian?
And women?
Yes. It's 2023. I don't judge. You know what I'm saying?
It's 2023. You're just like you were in 2022 and 2021. You like your old white women, and there's nothing wrong with that, man.
I'm a lot more rugged than I was.
You're a lot more rugged.
Oh, you didn't shave. Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm closer to a noir detective character, except I look better in color, bitch.
Do you mean like filmed in color or dressed in color?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
You're welcome.
Oh man.
So the thing that's interesting about this show, Secret Invasion, besides it shitting the bed, is can you guess how expensive it was?
Are we saying per episode or just in total?
You guess in total. I'll give you the breakdown for everything. So,
how many? This is because the last few episodes were this week, right?
Just last episode was Tuesday. So it's 6 episodes, and they're about 38 minutes each.
Ooh, I'm gonna say this shit. 6 episodes, 38 minutes. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna say that shit costs like $12 million
For an episode or the season?
for the season.
Okay, Nick?
Let's say 300 million for the season.
You know, you're actually closer, even though you went over slightly. Dion, you are off by a margin of $200 million. It's $212 million for 6 episodes.
Damn. Damn.
Disney just likes to burn fucking money. 200. Look, this is how it breaks down, guys. It's 212 minutes for 6 38-minute episodes. It's roughly $35 million per episode, or $929,000 per minute.
Okay, shit.
And then
Sorry, I was taking a drink while doing the analysis. I almost choked. What the fuck?
Yeah, because it's so cheap. I know, right? Or it's so expensive.
Yeah, it's just like Disney. If you want to waste some money, I have a couple Star Wars ideas. I'll be willing to, give you. If you write me a couple of checks,
Write us a check for half of the amount of the first season of Secret Invasion.
Fuck, right. What is the check? What is the check amount for the price of one episode? I'll take it. It's fine.
Yeah,
We don't need a lot.
dude. $35 million goes a long way to make a movie. Nowadays,
That's
it's just like
fucking
craft
true.
services and
That's fucking
CGI
true.
budget.
Yeah, no, that's 100% true. For $35 million, they're gonna make 350 movies probably.
Well, I
Something like
mean, you think blaxploitation will come back in vogue?
I'm trying to make it fucking come back in vogue.
motherfucking what's popular is cylindrical, baby. Eventually it will. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be cool again, and then people be like, "Oh shit, sassy black people," but like a lot of them at one time. Absolutely, this shit's coming.
Well, I mean, there's somebody cloned Tyrone. That's gonna be a movie.
Oh yeah, the Netflix
mean,
one. Yeah.
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 Well, no, I'm trying to. I'm trying to make Dion the next blaxploitation star.
Well, we're gonna make Terminegro, the animated series. You're gonna be fine, Dion. Your retirement's safe with us.
Right, but I can't like show my face in the animated series. Live action.
I'm trying to make Dion the next Fred Williamson.
Can you do Kung Fu,
Yes.
Dion?
I can learn. I'm black.
Is that a thing? Is it like your superpower? I'm black. I can learn anything.
That should be a line in the fucking movie. Can you shoot the guy from 100 yards? Yes, I'm black.
Well, Dion, in the sequel, we'll have your kryptonite line. Can you swim?
Ooh. Ooh.
God damn! God damn! That's spicy. Oh my god. Can you fly helicopter, Dion? Yes, I'm black.
But can you
all
swim
I
over to
want.
that helicopter? No, I'm black.
I can't swim though because we learn things. Because I'm black.
That's all I wanted. That's all I want in the world is to make. If I can make 3 ridiculous blaxploitation movies with all of us in it, I'll be fucking happy. That's all I want in this world.
Yup. Professional goals, goddammit.
That's all I want. I want to make 3 ridiculous level blaxploitation movies. That's it. I'll be happy. I can be done after that. It's fine. We gotta do one sci-fi one western, and then like one like seedy city underworld kind of one, and that's it.
We should just do like an Escape from LA meets blaxploitation movie.
Deal.
Could be rife with social commentary and In-N-Out Burger.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
It does sound good.
Dion's trying to rescue the president's wife.
She's an old white lady. Of course he's trying to rescue her.
She's an old lady.
She gonna do a little bit more than get saved, you dig? You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, the problem is, well, hold on. This is where your porn skills come into play, because at the end of our film, it'll be like Black Dynamite. When he's like, First Lady, I had to beat your husband's ass. And then Dion's fault was, now I gotta fuck you. And then the porno music hits. And,
Black Dynamite, sorry, he had to give you the pimp hand.
Did you get those hot-ass coat hangers?
Hush up, little girl. A lot of cats named Black Dynamite.
God damn.
I love that line so much.
And I apologize.
Such a great movie.
You know what? In the, that movie is damn near. I think it's over 10 years old. That man should have made 5 more of those fucking movies.
You know, with one
Seriously.
episode budget for or from Secret Invasion, we could have made Black Dynamite 2.
Seriously.
You think that movie would have cost more than $15 or $15 million in production? Because then if
No.
you do the whole Hollywood math, we could have made it a profitable movie relatively quick.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wouldn't say more than 15 million, but yeah, I'm definitely, with all the things that Hollywood is in love with doing, not getting a Black Dynamite 2 is surprising.
Dion, do you think Black Dynamite 2 could make more than Barbie?
No. Listen, a Black Dynamite 2 movie would make a lot, but it wouldn't make more than Barbie.
It's now the highest grossing whatever July movie. It beat The Dark Knight. It beat every other movie. It's going to be the next Avatar, folks.
I do love that. Like a few weekends ago, we had like, what was it? We had Dial of Destiny, and then like a couple of Disney ones, and like it was a shit weekend, an incredible shit weekend. Like
Yeah, everyone's like, the box office is dead. They're never going to go back to theaters. And then
Mission
what
Impossible,
happened?
and then we had Oppenheimer and Barbie,
Yeah.
and then everything was saved.
Yes, everything's safe, Nick, for now, until next weekend when Ninja Turtles comes out, and probably won't make that much money.
Yeah, well, I mean, and it's one of those things where like very clearly people are picking what they want to watch and what they don't. And right, it's like it's Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, and Barbie. That's what's making money. Because even when I went to go see Mission Impossible, like in the middle of the week, it was still packed. People were still in there watching the whole thing, man. It was hard to get a seat. I was surprised.
That makes me happy, not for your discomfort, but for the fact that people are going out to movies. Remember, I don't say these things because I want Hollywood to make a buck or I care about the studio system, but we do like entertainment, and I hate streaming movies. They all tend to pretty much be very samey, and so I want opportunities, because if everything out there was like the streaming movies on Netflix, I'd be bored as shit. At least when you can go to the big movies at the theater, it's like you couldn't make Oppenheimer on Netflix. It wouldn't have the same impact. It wouldn't be very interesting.
No, it'd be over. It would be overhyped on some platform, and only a handful of people would watch it, and that's it.
Everyone would sign up for Amazon though if Barbie was on that one.
Oh my god, yeah. I have no interest to see Barbie. I really don't. No interest at all.
Well, you're a man. It's not for you, Nick.
Thanks, Bree.
Didn't you read the articles?
No, I didn't, because I didn't care. All I kept seeing on social media were like people in the fucking doll box taking pictures. That's all I kept seeing.
Oh yeah, because that's the thing to do now.
Yeah. So I once again, I don't care for it. If you want to go watch it, you liked it, cool, whatever. That's fine. I don't care.
If they ever remake Small Soldiers, can they do a big giant box that you go to in the movie theaters? Because I'd love to punch out of a Chip Hazard box.
That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah, it's on the bucket list, goddammit.
What, to beat Chip Hazard?
Punch out of a toy box. Are you not paying attention?
No, I'm not. What's up? What are we doing?
The fucking punch out of a box like Chip Hazard, not being Chip Hazard. Fucking punching out of a box. You never want to do that as a kid?
Dude, when I got the Chip Hazard toy, I was disappointed that he couldn't punch out of the box. That was the number one complaint I had.
Right. So if you want to punch out of the box, it's not fuck Chip Hazard. Chip Hazard ain't the fucking moral of the story here. It is awesome to punch out of a box like a badass.
So, hold on.
Mandarin?
Dude, maybe. I'm a little rusty. It sounds like Korean to me. But maybe the Terminegro, dude, in your blaxploitation introduction, what it is we take your, they think you're fucking dead, and you punch your way out of a coffin. How's that? Close enough to a toy box, right?
I can dig it. That'll do it.
Oh my god. I just want to make a ridiculously fun shit with my friends. That's really what I want to do.
I do too,
man.
and make money doing it.
Yeah. I want to get drunk at the premiere and just be on stage talking to people about dumb shit we did, and that's it.
I want to be asked not to return to my own movie premiere.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I love.
I'm like, all right, I guess I crossed the line. I did it right.
Oh man.
Ah, the future, folks. Keep watching to see what we do next. These rascally bullshitters.
Right.
So, I mean, look, I guess to get back on topic for a minute, since people keep tuning in, welcome to everybody. Hit that thumbs up if you wouldn't mind for us. With what is really going to happen next with Marvel? It's like every couple of days, let's just do the Disney thing. There's just bad press after bad press. Do you think people are finally turned off to this shit? Like, across the board? Do you think Disney's produced enough crap that people just go, that's not for me. I don't want to watch it.
Well, I think you gotta. It's in short, no. Disney's gonna have to take a couple more losses. We'll see what we do. This conversation is gonna be a lot different in November, depending how the Marvels does, right? So we'll see. But especially, it's tough to gauge because there are things that do really poorly, and then there are things that do really well. For every Secret Invasion, for every Miss Marvel, for every what was the other show that came? Whatever. There's a Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so it's tough to gauge. But listen, I don't know if 2023 is that year, but it's gonna happen. I mean, the constant release of stuff that isn't that good, the constant relying on big names over quality content, it's gonna catch up, and then it's tough to gauge. But yeah, I think overall most people are tired of Quantum Mania. Is what I was thinking of. Thank you, but it's studios need multiple losses and to lose a ridiculous amount of money. It's hard for them to take something seriously when you have 3 failures and then one big one that makes $1 billion. So it's fucking it's tough, but eventually, yeah, I will say eventually, yeah, it may not be right now, but it's really only a matter of time. You can't have a Guardians 3 and then 3 Secret Invasions in the same year over and over and over and over again, right? And yeah, and we'll see, if the Marvels gets pushed, that's going to be a huge indicator. But while I will not say people are tired, people are getting very tired.
Yeah, I need a fucking cup of coffee to sit through this stuff. But, I mean, you brought up the Marvels getting pushed back. That's from a report from Bloomberg. That's not some crazy out there source.
Right,
I mean,
right.
If that fucking happens, look, movies get pushed back all the time. We understand there's reasons all the time that shit happens. But that's going to be a really weird look. Because it's like, they have this stuff delayed by a year before the writer's strike. Now things are slower than ever, so they have to push back stuff to have more coverage. But if you push something back too far, people will forget about it. Yeah. And this might be the situation where, well, nobody cares about it this year. They cared about it last year type of thing. And you could have a big old stinker of a box office flop. And of course, certain types of fans that, by the way, every article I see that talks about Secret Invasion wants to talk about the toxic fandom. It's like, shit content is shit content. Let's fucking stop.
I love that. They're still using that moniker. It's so dumb. It's so over, man. Come on.
But
listen, especially the last few weeks, which is crazy, talking from a fan standpoint, just not just for Marvel, but for entertainment in general, right? The last few weeks have been fucking crazy. It's tough being a fan of anything, but people, as frustrating as it is, as angry as we get, you got to remember, man, like, studios don't think in terms of, okay, that didn't work, let's just do something else. These motherfuckers have a very concrete plan that's set in motion, and just like a lot of things business wise, you have to fucking shake the foundation before they change, which is crazy to think in terms of Marvel, because you would think that they know all this shit, right? But it's tough, man. And studios have, you gotta remember, especially with Disney specifically, John Carter had to lose $250 million before they pivoted from that weird, low produced blockbuster movie mindset. So now, if anything, Marvel was kind of their answer to that, and they hit it good, they hit it hard. 2012 and on, besides John Carter, they had a lot of successes. So, it's going to take a lot. Now, is Secret Invasion scoring so low? Maybe that kind of shakes the trees here a little bit. But even with Disney, they have, Disney Plus has to do poorly, and the fact that that Lucasfilm isn't doing well, and the fact that Blockbuster and Disney films aren't doing fucking great. And like, there are so many pillars you gotta knock down before people in studios say, "Hey, this shit ain't working." So don't get discouraged, but it's fucking tough, man. If there's any group of people that learn lessons the fucking slowest, it's executives in movie studios.
Yeah, and right now there's even articles popping up. Haunted Mansion 2, they're going to make a sequel, even though this one's not looking to be that big of a hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you have kids. Do they care?
For Marvel or for
Haunted Mansion?
No, man. Like, they don't know shit about it. D2 is 9. Devin is 10. He's turning 11. So a lot of these movies depend on the parents seeing it and being like, okay, I'm going to take my kid to that. So personally, for us, for our little nuclear unit, we don't necessarily give a shit about Haunted Mansion. And then the kids themselves, the things that they use, they're not getting a bunch of Haunted Mansion ads. So that's what's so weird about it. Is like, Haunted Mansion is this big blockbuster, but nothing about it has dinged on my radar, Hillary's radar, Diane's radar, and the kids aren't talking about it. And it's, but that goes back to what we were talking about with Lucasfilm, and obviously you can say the same with Marvel, this hey fellow kids thing. It's a bunch of old people who think that, hey, we'll just do this and they will show up type of mentality. And yeah, Haunted Mansion, I'm like, I might go, I'm the only one that's like, hey, should we go see it? I'm the only motherfucker in my family that's even talking about that shit. So I can't imagine I'm the only one with that mindset. It's fucking weird, man. It's really weird.
It is weird that remake a movie from 20 years ago that was kind of a Eddie Murphy middle of the road film anyway. But hey.
Yeah, but
right.
but even then when Eddie Murphy came out with it was an Eddie Murphy film, and it was him in it, and it was at least entertaining. This does not look entertaining. I'm sorry. This looks like Jordan Peele trying to make a Disney movie. because the actors that are in it, I'm just like, they've been in Jordan Peele movies before. I'm just like, it looks like he's trying to crawl up Bob Iger's ass and be like, hey man, let me in. I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't feel it. I just don't feel it at all.
You didn't love Nope?
That's my answer.
There you go.
Not a fan. I here's the thing. Like I even the Eddie Murphy one I thought was decent. He did a good job in it. It was fine. To redo it the same way again in 2023 is weird. It's really weird.
Well, I mean, that's the Disney model. Do shit until it doesn't work, even if it's never worked in the first place.
It's so strange, man. So strange. Especially with all the money they've lost on their service and their parks and the movies, with the hotel. Like, it's just like, I feel like Bob Iger is trying to put out so many fires. He's that meme you see of the dog surrounded by fire, and it's like, yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. Like, that's how Bob Iger is right now. He's trying not to, and him mouthing off about the strike and everything, being like, oh, we're gonna wait him out, and this is a terrible thing that they're doing. How dare they ask for more money? It's like, dude, you're worth almost $1 billion. You make like $30 billion a year from just running shit the wrong way. It's ridiculous. How about you make a little less and give a little bit more back to some of these people?
Doing well by doing good. It pays off, apparently.
And like even with the strike stuff, man, I've seen so many confusing things. Like some actors are just like, oh, I'm gonna cancel my Netflix, my Hulu stuff, fuck them. And some of them are like, oh no, keep watching it so these people know that we need more content. I'm like, what the fuck do you want us to do?
Hey, even they don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, don't get me wrong, fucking pay your writers, pay your fucking actors, you know what I'm saying? But it's especially with the strike, it's very indicative of everything going on in those who have a say in popular culture, right? Like, you're getting conflicting stuff. I can only imagine the shit they're getting, it's just interesting. The group of people who want to tell everyone what to do to make a buck can't keep their own house in order.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean that's indicative of how Hollywood runs itself. It ain't just like, hey, yeah, we're hearing weird things. I can only imagine what they're talking about behind. Yeah, we're yeah, friend dresser talk. Da da da. Are all of them on the same page? No matter what Hollywood says, the fucking culture in of itself is, hey, get out there and get paid for yourself. So they believe it. We'll see, man. Like, it's going to be wild, especially now with Bob Iger battening down the hatches and doubling down. We're gonna see if and not to mention that this is before we even get into the conversation of, remember what they were saying during COVID. You had you had all of them doing that just imagine bullshit.
I remember that.
Oh my god.
They look, what do Wonder Woman and Jesse Pinkman, what are they saying right now? Yeah, it's super cool that Damon and Cillian Murphy and all of them walked off of the Oppenheimer premiere, but are all of your stars saying that? You know what I mean? So it's wild, dude. The last few weeks are fucking wild. Have been absolutely fucking wild.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's been weird. And another thing I heard is like some writer or whatever was saying, oh, if say you have a big YouTube channel like us, and the studio wants you to promote a movie, and they're gonna pay you for it, and they're like, you shouldn't do that because that's scab work. I'm like, if a studio emails Jeff and is like, hey, for $50,000 we want you to advertise this movie for the next 6 weeks and we'll pay you incrementally of this, that, and the other, it's like, we're gonna fucking take it. I don't care what it is. It's money. We're gonna fucking take it. And the guy's like, oh, if you take it, you never work in Hollywood again. It's like, I could give two shits. It's fine. We don't need to.
Were they ever gonna hire us anyway?
Yeah,
we
that's
don't believe the right stuff.
That's the thing. It's like, but it was just something idiotic, and I was like, God damn it. And then like a lot of them are saying, it's like, oh, we can afford to live in California anymore. It's like, move the fuck out. Go 4 hours east to Nevada. Go fucking live there. Drive back and forth, commute. It's fine. You'll be okay. Not all of you have to live in that shitty place. It's okay.
But that's where all the cool kids live, Nick.
All the cool kids have left, and they're shit. And all the people who are left there shitting on the street, Jeff.
Or pissing on the streets.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
That's what Sherman Oaks smelled like. Urine.
God. Yeah. Oh man. I drove through there to go to Universal. It was not good. Not good at all.
Imagine living there. It wasn't fun.
Yeah, man. That's why I was there exactly 7 days and I fucking dipped out. I'm out. No.
Yeah, I don't think I could have hung there much longer. I didn't put avocado on everything yet, Nick, so I'm okay.
You haven't lived, brother.
All right, Hulk Hogan. Tell me something else I don't know.
Oh man, but yeah, I keep hearing conflicting stuff from all these fucking actors all over social media. It's fucking terrible. I do love the pettiness of the studios, like them cutting down the tree limbs and shit like that because there's a heat wave there and they don't want them having any shade. They've put up police tape and shit like that. I fucking love all the pettiness that is happening with this. It's just fun to see. It really is.
It's amazing what people do when you fuck with their money, right?
Yeah, no,
but again, these are the studios that were all very much, we're together in this. Like, hey, it's all of us together. Hey. Oh, but the minute that the actors and the writers want to get paid, hey, yo, Jimmy, cut those motherfucking branches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's not just, and that's just to everybody listening. This shit isn't binary, right? So it's not like, this is explicitly wrong, this is explicitly right. You should always be hesitant when it comes to taking the word of somebody who has money on the line. It was one thing during COVID. Hey, we're all together. Imagine a world. We get. As long as we stick together. And then the motherfucking Oscars rolled around. They were wearing their work clothes. We're wearing $5,000 suits and dresses. And we said that shit from the beginning. So here comes the strike. On top of all the struggles that Disney and Marvel and Lucasfilm and WB and Universal are all going through. And again, the little people want a little bit of bigger piece of the pie because you're still making billion-dollar movies and you're making AI. And then all of a sudden, those people that were patting you on the back want to cut the motherfucking tree branches.
Do you think people, like general audience people, will care how these studios act? Or do you think they'll just kind of forget these actions?
When you are affecting their entertainment, they will care. People forget, the writer strike of 07, 08, we got the reincarnation of American Gladiators.
Oh shit.
Wasn't Hulk Hogan the host?
And you want me to blow your mind even more, which, became very apparent to me recently, the first writer strike, we got the first iteration out of American Gladiators. So whatever happens over the next 4 months, especially towards the end of the year, that's how you will gauge how people will care. Is whatever they come up with, if we do not like it, we're gonna be on the side of the motherfucking little people. Whatever comes out, especially on television, and whatever movies are magically released or news are released about production, if the people buy it, well, then they're going to be on the side of the movie studios. It's a motherfucking, it's a gamut, baby. Right now, I will say, if I'm hedging my bets,
or betting your hedges,
people will care. People will care. The same way they cared when every major sport struck. But hey, if these studios come up with something that works, nobody cares what's happening as long as you're winning. So whatever reality TV bullshit pops up in August and October and November, whatever movie production releases come out, that's how you gauge it. That's how you gauge it.
Well said.
It's gonna be interesting. If we get American Gladiators again, I'll be really fucking happy.
Do you want to go on it?
No, I am not that athletic to fucking be on American Gladiators. I will get knocked out in the first fucking round immediately.
I want us to go on, Dion.
Listen, I will go until I get that first real, not a little injury, but I would 100% go on until I get that first real injury. Then I'm out, but I'm like, hey, fuck it, let's fucking go. Can I beat up on some bodybuilder? Let's find the fuck out. I'd go. I would do it.
Dion would mistakenly find his way to the women's fucking locker room. It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, ladies. Oh shit, I was looking for some tape.
So concussion or bust, correct?
Yes, concussion or bust.
Oh man,
got it.
Here's what happened. Do you want to be a participant? Jeff would be one of the gladiators.
Yeah, I'm down. Look it.
Dude, you just need like a crazy haircut or like a handlebar mustache. That's it. That's all you need.
Don't make me look like I belong in the Village People, Nick. All right, this is TV. I want people to remember me positively.
I mean,
that shit will follow you forever.
They'll remember you.
I'll look like Show Nuff.
I mean, they'll remember you. I'm just saying. Oh god.
There we go. A Hell in a Cell match. People want us to wrestle and fight. See, that's the thing. The WCBS guys, we can't have a breakup like other groups. We're just kind of like, what's a band that never broke up? Did the Rolling Stones ever break up?
No, I think their last tour is fucking bland. Their seventh last tour.
Their
Yeah.
7th last tour.
Hey, may they forever rock. That's nice to say about them, right?
Sure.
It is.
We'll go
It
with
is.
that.
Even
We'll
though
go
one of
with
them got like a 2-year-old kid now.
Oh man.
I mean, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards should always have children. You know, we'll populate the earth.
Shit.
Like the earth. God, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. Yeah, man. I don't know. The whole strike and this whole like everything Disney going. Anytime Disney goes to shit makes me feel happy. But there's gonna. I think if the strike lasts for close, like if it happens past the end of this year, we're gonna have a problem. There's gonna be no content.
Yeah, man.
Well, we're
Or
not
there's
going to
no
have a
content.
problem. We'll produce the
Oh
content.
no, we'll be fine. But I'm just saying, Hollywood's gonna be like,
It's gonna be wild, man. Like we'll see if they intended their bite to be as impactful as their bark, man. You know, if it lasts the end of this year, you know, people forget the slate of shit that was planned before the strike. The end of that is like February in terms of shit that's done. You know what I'm saying? So end of the year, if it's still going on, all the shit planned for the spring and forward. Woo-wee! We'll see.
Yeah, and
we'll see
were-
what they want to do, man. And especially if if the writers and the actors can get to the other side of their colleagues that would in any other situation say yes to these studios. If they can get them to say no, we'll see, man. And then again, you're talking about when you take away the Wonder Womans and the Jesse Pinkmans and all those goofy motherfuckers that made that stupid ass video, the people who are used to having 2-3 jobs, we'll see, man. We'll fucking see. I'm not gonna say it's for sure gonna work, but it could be some. I mean, obviously we're gonna benefit for talking about it, but
That's right.
as thus is America, but we'll see, man. This shit could get crazy. I mean, as crazy as it got in 08, it could get more crazy, man, because these studios are making a bunch of money off of streaming and all these billion-dollar projects. So, like Nick's saying, man, if we're still talking about this in December, ooh wee, baby, ooh fucking wee.
I think what's going to happen is that if we're still talking about this in December, as soon as the strike is over, they're going to greenlight a lot of horror movies very fucking quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's make one. I saw Bodies, 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 Nick. So
What did you think of it? Did you like it?
I did like it. Pete Davidson dies in the most retarded way possible,
But
so
it's
that made me
like
laugh.
but like the part where they're all arguing is there's a lot of intensity, but it's actually really funny when you hear what they're saying. It's like
I
this is
suffer from
hilarious.
PTSD.
Yeah.
I'm triggered.
Yeah,
I was laughing my ass off. I'm like,
I-
this is the most 2022 movie ever fucking made.
fucking-
Like this
so
shit
fucking
was.
so fucking good.
I wish more movies were that self-aware.
I do. You need to watch Cosmos. Goddammit. Watch Cosmos.
I do actually. That was the thing is, I watched Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I went, oh wait, Cosmos was next, and then I was getting ready to watch it. I got some dinner. I had a couple drinks, and then I was feeling kind of good. So I'm like, oh wait, X-Men, and I watched X-Men and fell asleep on my couch. So
God damn it.
I will watch Cosmos this weekend. I'm still
all right.
building this damn office.
No problem. But yeah, dude, this is crazy. But I think that's what's gonna happen. They're going to. I think they have a couple of probably really small horror movies they're going to pump like a couple million into and have them like pretty much done overnight, and have them out in the out to watch or something. I think that's what's gonna save Hollywood there for the first few months or maybe year of what's going on. Some solid crazy horror movies that are going to be under like $5 or $10 million that they can just make. I'm sure they're gonna greenlight fucking Scream 8 or whatever immediately.
I was gonna say, what if they bring back Michael Myers? They turned him into hamburger
They're gonna do
meat,
it.
but-
You know they're gonna fucking do it. You know they're gonna fucking do it.
Yep.
By the way, guys, just a heads up, we have a thunderstorm here. If the power goes out, that's what happened. I didn't die. Power went out. So you guys just keep rolling forward.
I guess what's gonna happen then Ken will just SOL then.
Yeah, well, you'll be able to bring him into the from the green room.
I can't. Can I?
Yeah, you guys can, right?
No, not at all.
No, I think we have to be admins for that.
Well, then
I've
how do I
never
make you
seen-
guys admins? I don't want any power that you guys don't have. Oh, where'd Nick go? He just booted himself out.
There you go. Fucking, he was talking about the Matrix, man.
All right,
Nick,
There he is.
you're back.
sorry. It was a knock on the door. I thought it was Newsom. I'm sorry.
He's after you now. Now that I'm gone, he's after you.
Yeah, he's trying to get me for 10 years. The 10 years of living there. I was like, I was there for a week. God damn it, I wasn't there that long.
It ain't worth it. Look at all those delicious cheeseburgers, and admittedly, there are a lot of good-looking women out in California, but I wasn't hanging out with any of them.
Yeah, that was. That was the first comment my mom made when we get off the plane. She's like, God damn it, everyone looks like a supermodel. I'm like, yeah, Mom, this is California. This is how it is.
The average person out, like the average woman out there, is way better looking than like most people in other places.
Oh, it is. No, that's true. That's true. But like, she hasn't been back since like 2012. So, you know, she's not, she was, this is her first time. This is her first time being on a plane since 2012. So yeah.
Well, after she saw the movie, she was just like, never again. That movie is terrible, by the way.
The movie is fucking
It
terrible.
is. John
Well, I
Cusack
mean, we got a lot of disaster movies that year, and like some were bad, some were good, but they were all just something.
I tried watching The
something.
Day After Tomorrow, and that is not a good movie. I mean, I saw it like 20 years ago, but
Listen, Day After Tomorrow is the definition of, hey, here's a movie and a premise, and this is how you do it by the numbers. And Dennis Quaid's in it.
he is a badass.
And also Jake Gyllenhaal.
And the
He's
young
there.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yep, young Jake Gyllenhaal. Yep.
I mean, he's not
good at
that young.
mathematics.
What'd you say?
Maybe.
And he was good at mathematics, was his whole character thing.
Yeah, he was a
yeah.
brilliant kid.
Right.
He was like Rain
Like,
Man
that
with
was-
weather.
Yeah. And then his dad was the weather guy. He was the mathematics one. And then, because isn't it, what the fuck was it? Yeah. So Jake Gyllenhaal was in New York because he was at some mathematics Quizbusters shit. with the girl who, like,
Quizbusters!
yeah. And then the fucking shit hit. And he's like, I gotta go get my son in New York. And he's like, oh, my dad says we gotta stay inside. And they're like, no. And they just all die. And then Jake Gyllenhaal, the girl he likes, the black kid, and then the weird old white dude. And then there's always an older white lady. They all somehow survive a pack of wolves that got out of the zoo, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
Right. And there was a tanker because the wave happened, right? And there was an empty tanker, which they never explained why it was empty. And they fucking wolves were there, and they had to go get like penicillin or some shit. That movie's so dumb, but I love it.
Now that you're describing it, I'm just like, God, that all happened. Holy
When
shit!
you say it out
Why did
loud, you're
Why did I
like,
go watch it
damn.
in the theater? What the fuck was wrong with me?
You were young
Yeah,
and
man,
stupid.
like, that movie
Okay.
is a fever dream, but god damn it, do I love it.
Dude, okay, that in the movie called Hurricane Heist, okay?
That was better.
Because they actually fucking made it.
Fucking love that movie.
I do too. I have it on my hard drive. I watch it every now and again. I'm just like, this is
Dion, we
terrible.
watched that on my birthday, remember?
We did. You was just literally you and I like, fuck it, let's watch it. And we're just drinking the copious amounts of beer we had left over. And we're like, what the fuck? Like the magic, the storm chaser car. And then what was it? A dude and his brother. He was a storm chaser because like their parents died in a hurricane. And the hurricane hits because it wasn't New Orleans. Or
Yeah, it was
it
New Orleans. Yep, it was New Orleans. Yep.
New Orleans. And then the chick was treasury officer or whatever, right?
Yes.
And then it was her mentor. They were stealing money during a hurricane, and they just happened to come across the heartbroken storm chaser brother, and they stopped the bank robbers during a hurricane.
You have a wonderful
Holy
memory.
shit.
Pretty much. Like it's a fucking asylum movie, but somehow got a national release.
Right? And they're fucking souped up. What were they? Were they driving an Outback, Jeff? Whatever. What were they driving?
You remember it better than me. You can tell me what the dude wore in the third scene and what they had for dinner on set. Like, you remember that much more than I do.
They had peanut butter and jelly
All I'm
sandwiches.
saying
Like that was
is-
they had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like he had it in his little weather chasing car. He had like a whole fucking crate of them. It was weird.
He was a diabetic.
He was
Because I remember the part where he's like talking to his brother, you gotta leave. He's like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. And the whole time you and I are like, bitch, it's a hurricane. Your dead parents have nothing to do with this. fucking go. He's like, no. Mom and dad will live on because I stayed in my fucking car shop and protected it from the hurricane. Bitch, it's a hurricane. Yes, your brother's that weird actor dude that can't get rid of his country accent, but he's kind of good looking. Like, this doesn't make any sense. You gotta go. He's like, no. What the fuck? God, I love that movie.
If they ever do a 4K release, I'll let you know.
Dude, please let me know. We have to do a fucking commentary of that movie.
We do. Now that you've subscribed it and how fucking hilarious it is, we're going to do a commentary for it.
I'm
down.
It? God, didn't that...
You are remembering correctly. No. I watched it recently, unfortunately. You are remembering it correctly. It is, yeah. You're like 86% correct right now.
Guys, not only does it exist on 4K, you can get it for $6.97 used, or you can go to eBay and get it for $5.65 brand new
They have
on
a
4K.
4K version.
Bro, it's only from... Wait, how many copies do they have of it? Wow, they have 10 copies available. I should get 4 copies right now.
Oh, you're getting 4 copies. Oh, fuck. Oh,
God. I
God.
love that movie. Oh, it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. And didn't the souped up Outback have like a fucking a mode where it put stakes in the ground so it
Yes.
Holy shit! Why we have to make these types of movies?
That's what I'm trying to do. I want to make asylum level shit. I want to make fun shit.
Yes.
We could be there in 5 years. I'd like to do it quicker.
Dude, I'm down. I'm down. I wanna make some fun wild shit with my friends. I want to make an 80s cop movie as well if I can. Like, so bad. So fucking bad.
Can I play a dirty cop who's sold out his partner because he needs to send his kid to Catholic school?
Sure, why not?
That's the perfect reason to empathize with a villain.
Yeah, Catholic school's
I
expensive.
send my kid to nice Catholic school.
Yeah, Kendall can be your partner. I'll be the bad guy, and Dean will be the chief. Hell, I'll even wear a turban. It's fine.
That's how you put asses in seats.
I'll do the accent and everything. I don't care.
Well, you guys are inspired. Now let's do it.
Let's make some motherfucking money, boys.
Yeah.
Fuck you, UA Bowl. This is how you do that right. Christiana Loken, if you ain't doing shit, be in our upcoming movie. Because you still do it. And I
She ain't
follow
doing
you
shit.
on Instagram.
She ain't doing shit, man. She's Lifetime ain't taking her no more, man.
Mm-mm.
Lifetime and UA Bowl.
Oh, God.
Didn't she do like 3 Blood Rain movies?
I thought there were like 4 of them.
Dude, there might be 4. Holy shit, I think you're right. I know for sure there was a sequel. And
yeah,
you might be right that if there are 4 fucking Blood Rain movies, anything's fucking possible. Fuck Kevin Garnett and winning the NBA championship. If UA Bowl can make 4 movies in the same franchise, God damn it, America, you can do anything. Because UA Bowl made 4 fucking Blood Rain movies.
I have bad news for you, Dion. There's only 3 Blood Rain films.
Damn!
There's Blood Rain 2 Deliverance, and Blood Rain 3 The Third Reich.
wait!
Damn.
Wait! Blood Rain 2 Deliverance, and then Blood Rain 3 The Third Reich, which involves not... God damn it. Oh, of course it does.
Is it really called The Third Reich?
Bloodthirsty thrills for Schlockmaster Uwe Boll. Sexy vampire warrior Rain must take on the might of the nefarious Nazis when they plot to use her blood to make Hitler immortal.
God, dude, that... Oh, my God. I'm jealous. I that sounds hilarious.
We have to do a drunk commentary specifically of just the 3rd Blood Rain movie.
Well, I have good news.
1 or 2, we're only doing the 3rd one.
They're all on Tubi.
Oh, wonderful.
I love Tubi.
Well, the second one's about she goes to the Wild West to find blood-sucking Billy the Kid and his gang of ruthless vampires terrorizing a small town of Deliverance.
Of course they are.
Christiana, I know you had to pay the bills, but goddamn.
She's not in the second and third one, dude.
Yeah, it's somebody else, isn't it?
Yeah, Christiana Loken's only in the first one. The second... Well, hold on, wait. If we count the animated movie, there is a fourth Blood Rain film, Dion. So anything is possible.
That's right.
But a woman named Natasha Malfi plays Blood Rain in those movies. Or Malf.
Okay, all right, Christiana. I still have faith in you. You're not Mila Jovovich just yet.
I mean, Christiana Loken wishes she was Mila Jovovich. We can shit on Resident Evil all we want, but those movies make bank, and she's married to P.T. Anderson, so they're set.
Yeah, but what was the last movie she did? Hellboy 2019.
Oh, by the way, they're redoing Hellboy.
Again?
Yep, I did see that the other day.
Yeah.
You know David Harbour was fucking punching the air when he saw that shit.
Yeah, they're redoing Hellboy again. They could have
it'll
given
be
the money for a third one, but they didn't.
Yeah, for the money they've spent on the reboots, they could have just given Guillermo del Toro what he wanted. You know, Batista style, give me what I want, and we would have been all better off. Thank you, Dion. That was for you.
Thank you, buddy. Because that was hilarious.
For an audience of one.
Damn.
Folks, hit thumbs up if you enjoy, or you understood that reference, Captain America style. Yeah, Dion, her last...
You want us to give you what you want!
What you really, really want? What makes you more nostalgic for the 90s, Dion? The Spice Girls or Barbie Girl?
I'm going to say the Spice Girls only because Sporty Spice always had hard nipples in every music video that she was in.
Her face scared me, so I never noticed.
Listen, she was, of all the Spice Girls, that was future baby mama. And even as a kid, I'm like, damn, is it always cold in the studio?
The answer is no. She's just excited to be there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Nick, who was your favorite Spice Girl?
The redhead.
Oh,
Ginger?
Good choice.
Yep.
Literally, which when you think about it, they're just like, hey, all of our fans are dumb. At least they didn't call Scary Spice Blackie Spice.
Dude, Blackie Spice, I want that on a shirt. That would have made so many more fans of the Spice Girls.
I mean, it is the UK. I mean, like they had a chance. They had a chance.
Listen. English people, we love our UK fans. Y'all are hilarious. Because I'm surprised because English people would be like, hey, yo, Blackie Spice, we don't mean it like that.
That's how they talk, yes.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, the 90s were fucking crazy.
I read this article about how the 90s was the last... It was talking about the bankruptcy of American culture, and they said the 90s was the last decade of originality, and I'm like, yeah, that is kind of true. Yep. They blame tech companies for the takeover of everything, so...
Hey, man, listen, it's we've talked about it before on the channel, but the power of understanding the internet, and we talk about it at home. Hillary's heard me say this all the time. So much of what has happened is the fact that old people don't understand how the internet works. And I mean, the 90s was the beginning of that shit, where it's like, hey, a lot of these motherfuckers don't know how this shit works. So I can see it. Yeah,
and now with AI coming out, with a new AI program coming out every like 3 days, they're even more confused.
The Entity.
I watched that. I fucking love it. Oh my god. I can't wait
so much.
I can't wait for part 2. I really can't.
I'm fucking so pumped for part 2. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm ready.
I don't know why. I haven't heard a lot of people shit on that movie. I've heard a lot of people try to say it's a flop, but it's a damn good film.
I don't think it is. I think I mean they might say it's a flop for like the projections for the first weekend, but like I said, I went last week in the middle of the week to watch it, and my theater was full.
Yes, sir.
People are still going to go watch. People are still watching it.
Yeah, I mean it's made $376 million so far, so makes me happy.
Yeah. The Mission Impossible movies, man. They're an easy sell. They're real easy, especially this. Yeah, they're just fun spy movies, man. And I love how this one had 4 hot women in it.
So you had Haley Atwell, Rebecca Ferguson, Palm Clementif, and who was the fourth one? Oh, Vanessa Kirby. I like her too. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I can remember those women.
I love it. I fucking love it. You remember them like fucking Bond women. I love it.
Yeah, because they're all. Look, I'll say the first part. They're all good looking and they're all cool. Like they all have interesting stuff to do in the movie.
Yeah. Even the henchman chick. She was cool, man. I liked her whole thing. It was awesome.
Fucking Paris.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was great. I'm it's always fun to see a female henchman because it's like, how are they going to go with this? And they did great with her. They really did.
Dion, you haven't seen Oppenheimer, right?
I did see Oppenheimer.
Oh, you did? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I loved it.
Same here. I just said to Nick earlier in the show, Mission Impossible is my favorite movie of the summer, but I'm gonna go Oppenheimer now. I really dug that. I saw it last night.
Yeah, we saw it opening night, or not opening night. When did we go see it? Saturday night. So yeah, it's dude, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Did you see it in IMAX?
Of course. I regret it because I didn't need to see it in IMAX, but I'm not mad at Christopher Nolan. I will just say that the next time you have a movie and you say, "Hey, it was filmed in IMAX," and I go and see it, and it's not very IMAX-y, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts. Don't do that again, Christopher.
Did you want like more explosions in IMAX or something?
Yeah, I want more explosion to happen. I don't need to see him and this crazy chick's nipples in IMAX. I can enjoy that in standard. If you are filming in IMAX, I need explosions. I need people falling out of moving vehicles. I need cool shit. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the IMAX whole experience, but the fuck, it was a couple explosions and then nothing. It angered me, Christopher. It angered me.
What did you think of the boobs?
Fantastic. I did like them.
Oh, you liked them. Okay. I was like, man, Florence Pugh is a good actress. She doesn't have to do nude scenes.
She doesn't have to, but it's not
that's my nice way of saying don't do them.
Listen. I'm also a man of context. Now, don't get me wrong. She ain't. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got like the goodies that make you want to pull up your hoodies. But the fact that she was fucking crazy is, I understand why Oppenheimer was like, listen, I'm going to go back and see her because, he sucked his dick and crazy. And, it makes you put up with a lot, especially if you don't have like, you ain't got like, my girl from Mad Men's titties. That's cool. But
oh man, if Christina Hendricks would have been in this movie. Whew.
Oh shit.
Right. That's a way different scene when they're just sitting there naked talking. You know what I mean? But
that would have been IMAX worthy, bro. Could you imagine them that big?
Dude.
They're already as big as your head in real life, but imagine them the size of a fucking bus. You're just like, wow. I just look at when I saw Piranha 3D back in the day, and Gianna Michaels came floating in on that fucking parachute. I was like, whoa. I knew her voice right away. I was like, hey, I know that scream. And then I saw him on the big screen. I was like, this is the greatest experience of the year.
Oh, man. I love it.
No one can't say I'm honest.
This is true.
So, yeah. Anything else you guys want to say about Secret Invasion? I think that was the topic, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Disney, get your shit together.
I just don't. Seriously, Dion, don't watch it. Like, don't finish it. It's so dumb. It's Emilia Clarke versus a CGI puppet.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the bad guy just is a full CGI character. By the way, can you hear the thunder?
A little bit.
No.
A little bit.
All right.
I can't hear it.
Well, I need my thunder, buddy.
Your thunder, buddy.
Does anybody
Fuck
care about the
you, Thunder? You can suck my dick. You can't get me because you're just God's farts.
God, back in the day when Seth MacFarlane was funny.
Dude, isn't you talk about a drop off? God damn. I mean, obviously the Orville, great show, but damn, man, Family Guy is a shadow of its former self.
When do you think they're going to pull the plug, or do you think that to the fact that these shows just make so much
It's
money
Fox.
that they keep them around.
They're not going to pull the plug until Seth puts a fucking bullet in the back of its head behind the shed.
You think he ever will, or just he'll collect a check?
No, because he used the because they're on what fucking for Family Guy, they're like on 27 or something like crazy like that. I think it was 2 seasons ago, whatever the season was before the Orville. He apparently used the money from that season to do the Orville. So, listen, say what you want about Seth MacFarlane, especially what ended up being hindsight being 2020, the travesty that was Trump's roast. He's using it to do other shit. So I can't say I want it to end, because I don't know if I want Seth MacFarlane doing projects without the shackles of Family Guy. But I mean, once that stops being fruitful, he'll probably be done doing Family Guy. But that dude uses it to do other shit, So I don't know, man. We'll see. Not that. Listen, Seth MacFarlane's that guy that when you're having a beer with him, he says something, you go, "Shut the fuck up, Seth." But every once in a while he says shit that's really funny. So I'll put up with Family Guy if I keep getting him doing other shit. I'll say that. That's me being pro Seth MacFarlane.
Fair enough. Nick, would you like to take the amateur Seth MacFarlane take?
I mean, I'm fine with him too. I mean, yeah, him doing other things is always fun. The movies were Ted 1 was good. Ted 2 fell off. Well, what is it? 1,000 Ways to Die in the West was weird.
Yeah.
It was just basically like just a vignette movie of little things that they kept doing. It was odd. I am a big fan of Orville. I think he hit the nail on the head with Orville. I really do like that show. I don't know if we're gonna get more of it, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm like Family Guy and all that stuff. He needs to, that needs to go. That and Simpsons and all that other shit needs to just get off the fucking air. Needs to be done.
I mean, let's all admit that Mike Judge is the best to ever do it. Beavis and Butthead came back after almost 30 years, and it's funnier than ever. So
yeah,
if that guy does it, I trust it.
But even then, like those shows, even Futurama came back, and I really hesitant to watch it because I'm worried that it's gonna go the way of like Simpsons and be very woke and be very boring and shit. Like I'm really worried about it.
It's on what, Hulu now, right?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Yeah, Hulu owns it now. So yeah, or Hulu. It's them. So yeah, I'm worried about that show because I fucking love Futurama. I love that show, and for them to bring it back after so many years, I'm just like, this is not a good look.
Full transparency, I never got into Futurama. I watched it during its initial run, and then when it came back, I never watched it.
I wanted it to come back. I really championed it for it to come back, and I'm glad when it did. And we got those like 3 or 4 movies that came out. Those were fun. But the epic ending they did for the I guess the last time very last time it ended was wonderful. It was such a good ending, and they're like, "Oh fuck that, we're gonna bring it back." It's like, no, don't do that.
Is Fry's dog still waiting on him?
God, that's such a sad episode. I do love that episode. But yeah, the way it ended was so epic and so fun and so like complete that I'm shocked. Well, not really shocked, but I'm kind of surprised they wanted to bring it back. So, yeah, I don't want to even though it's my favorite show. I don't want to watch it, but I will say this though: Tacoma FD is back on True TV. Go watch that.
At least it's better than It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's newest season.
Dude, I was hesitant for Tacoma FD as well. I was just like, is this the season they're gonna fuck it up? And I watched the first episode. I was like, okay, they're still good. They're still good. We're good. They're still funny. They're hilarious. We're good.
Now, one thing I wanted to bring up this week, Dion. We always talk about real life stuff. You heard about those UFO trials that are going on, man?
I did.
Have you guys, in the chat, press 1 if you've heard about the UFO trials, press 2 if you haven't. This isn't some TV show plot we're talking about.
Jeff, put up a UFO picture so people know what we're talking about.
All right. Should I just play an episode of the X-Files instead?
Sure. Why not, man? Why not?
There we go. That's as far as I can get away with the copyright.
Fair enough. It was good.
Oh god, this is too generic. This looks like the dancing baby from the 90s.
Oh my god. That fucking thing. Oh god, that was the Rickroll before the Rickroll.
Yeah, dude. It was God, you know what? I'll just put a picture of a UFO. Fuck it. No, not UFO trail. UFO trial. So, guys, what were your initial thoughts when you heard about a UFO trial? Like how, everyone's talked about are aliens real, this and that for many years. Everyone says, "Oh no, you're crazy." But now you got governments and real people with status talking about these events, and it's kind of like, hey, we knew it was happening all along, but now we're getting more confirmation. So, Dion, as a man who, I won't call you a skeptical man, but as a man who, waits for things to be presented to him in a believable way, what did you think about that?
It's fucking interesting, man. I mean, initially my thing was, okay, they're trying to distract us from a bunch of other shit going on.
Same here.
And then they actually started having fucking, they're having hearings in front of Congress. I'm like, okay, like, let's see what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to definitely temper it with everything else that's going on. But, yeah, man, like you said, I'm very much a show me concrete evidence type of guy. And if we can, if this all this shit gets declassified, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested, man. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested. So we'll see what's actual alien and what's just unidentified flying object. So I'd be lying if I wasn't saying I was excited, dude.
Hey, if it turns out I'm an alien, will you still be my friend?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're an alien with a sick ass sense of humor, so let's go.
All right, cool. Look, you're the reason why I'm not going to destroy this planet.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Goondock.
Nick, what did you think when you heard this information, this news?
I'm with you guys. Like, I think it's a fucking distraction. Like, I really do. But it's
distract
always
us from
interesting.
what?
I don't know, from something. It's one of those things where it's like, for decades, ever since Roswell, they've been like, no, it never happened. No, it never happened. Oh, it was dummies. Oh, it was we were trying to fuck with Russia. And now all of a sudden, like, yeah, we might have some stuff in the garage that we haven't seen for like a few decades. It might be there. We don't know, but it might be there. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because we're finally getting like, they're finally admitting it, and it's just like, I don't know, man. You're the government. I don't know.
How much do you want to know? Do you want to know more?
Oh God. I mean, yeah. Of course, I want to know more. I want to break down the gate to 51 and go down to the basement, and see the fucking remains myself and things like that. Yeah, of course, I want to see all that shit. But will it be real? Will it happen? Is it not? Is it just going to be some fuckery that's going to happen? I don't know. That's a thing.
What if it's just disappointing? Like aliens are just slightly weird versions of humans.
At least we'll know. Shit.
They're just from like down the block, and like they're like, oh, we've been in Neptune this whole time. We've been calling you guys the whole time. It's like, oh shit, okay, that's what that was. Gotcha.
Now, for a little bit of context, a former military intelligence officer turned whistleblower told White House lawmakers that Congress is being kept in the dark about unidentified anomalous phenomena known as UAPs or UFOs, alleging that at a hearing that the executive branch agencies have been withholding information about the mysterious objects for years. Okay, we're going to get into this. So we're going to uncover the cover-ups, and I hope that this is just the beginning of many more hearings, says David Gresh. What do you think we're going to find out is like who? What's your bet on the celebrity that's an alien? Like, you remember how Men in Black, Michael Jackson was an alien? I'm going to say Awkwafina's an alien.
Awkwafina, definitely, man, definitely. She's annoying. It's going to be her. Well, no, I watched a little bit of what this guy said, and he's like, apparently it's secondhand from somebody he's heard. Like, this is not even the guy who's seen it. Like, well, he's seen a few things, but apparently he's heard some things, and like, he can't even say people's names. He's speaking very vaguely and stuff. So, I don't know. It's just weird.
It was Kendo. Kendo knows.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I've been, and like ever since I was a kid, I was huge into this, fucking huge into all of this, man. I believed, I watched X-Files. I was like, oh, they're fucking aliens, they're everywhere. God damn it, I was like that as a kid. I knew about Majestic 12. I knew about Project Blue Book.
Wait, what's Majestic 12?
Oh, would anybody like in the chat like to like to educate Jeff on who Majestic 12 is?
I feel like I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I mean, I would watch all the documentaries, all the shows, all the government cover-ups. I would watch the stuff about Bob Lazar.
I do know him.
And that stuff. I was huge. I love the X-Files. I'd watch all that stuff. I even have like the fucking the model of the Roswell UFO with like the back of the instructions is like the newspaper from the Roswell crash. I have that. Yeah. But yeah, this Project Blue Book, which was a project done by the U.S. government to see which UFO sightings were real and which ones were not, and there was a good portion that they didn't know what they were. So, yeah, a lot of fun things. A lot of people who were who had gone crazy and then like jumped out of windows and things like that. Like a lot of people who had information that is just gone forever now.
I mean, they were too dangerous to be let alive.
Yeah. Majestic 12 was the group checking all the UFO sightings for the government. Yep, that's them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I discovered the Men in Black was a real thing, not just the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Yeah. In fact, X-Files had an episode of that, and apparently one of the Men in Black looked like Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, that was one of them looked like. There's even the footage from that hotel where apparently they walked in and asked about somebody at the hotel. They went down a hallway and they just disappeared, like weird shit like that. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's all interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I've watched all that shit before.
Yeah,
believe me. That's the stuff I get onto YouTube and I go down a rabbit hole. I'm like, I need to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a little too far. You get a little too far down there, and it's too late at night. Like you just start being like, I'm just gonna be under the covers and try to sleep right now.
The worst thing would be is like if you're like watching a UFO thing, and all of a sudden somebody comes pulling into your driveway, and their headlights.
Oh yeah, the lights go across your windows. Yeah,
and you're like, oh god, they're coming. Like all those fucking Fox shows in the '90s, like every week.
Oh my
aliens
god,
live, aliens walk.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. Fox did corner that market for a while there. They really did. They'd have those specials and stuff like every once in a while.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun stuff, man. It was fun stuff.
Fox was the best channel in the '90s.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, once again, I remember the what was it? Janice Airline. Janice Airline is the one. Fuck, Janice Airline is the plane. I think it's either the plane or the hangar they use to take the workers from Las Vegas to Area 51. Yeah. That's the one. And it's just a white plane with like a red stripe down the middle of it. It has no other distinction on it. That's the only thing.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
Yeah. Yeah. Once again, I used to watch a lot of this shit. A lot of it.
Like you should have been studying for school, but instead you were just learning about, how to prepare for today.
Pretty much, yeah. The different types of aliens, the where they come from, what planets they're from, how far they've come, what their technology is. Some of them have treaties with our government and with the world. All kinds of fun shit, yeah.
According to the chat, they just got a government warning on this stream from YouTube. Is that real?
Oh god! Oh, alien autopsy video in the '90s. Yeah, dude, I fucking remember that one. I think I still have that board game, or like the game where you'd dig out the pieces of the alien. I think I have that. Oh, sorry, no, it's Janet Airlines. Thank you, Janet Airlines. Thank you.
Now I'm gonna do more research. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because I remember flying into Vegas one time and I was on the plane. I saw that plane like on the tarmac. I was like, this is fucking weird. I'm really uncomfortable right now.
Nothing's creepier than landing at the Denver airport. Just saying.
I was there for too short of a time. I think I had a layover of like an hour and a half, and I should have had a larger layover. And like it's weird flying into that airport because it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like there's just farmland around it, and it's the middle of goddamn nowhere.
We flew in there for Jake's wedding. That was kind of creepy, Dion.
Man, fucking snowstorm and shit.
And the giant horse statue that killed a guy.
Yeah, fucking kill the guy.
Every now and again, there's a Reddit thread where somebody will have like the fucking the number code to one of the doors to get into like the underground bunkers or whatever. So yeah, that happens sometimes.
I wonder what's down there that's worth hiding.
I don't know. They say that they're hiding bodies. It's actually an alien airport where like they come there for other parts, and they dock their ships there. I've heard all kinds of fucking stories, so who knows?
Oh, so there's a lot of docking going on in
a lot of docking, man. So much docking, like universal docking, basically.
Dawn docking, perfect. It's the galactic hub of docking, Denver, Colorado.
The galactic hub of docking.
Oh, the Ben Franklin sex tape is down there, says Clone Geek.
The Ben Franklin sex tape? Jeez.
It's shot on It's actually the world's first animation.
It's a world. It's just a flip book. It's just a flip book.
Just a flip book, sir? It's history. Don't you want to watch our founding fathers bang? Everyone should. It's your civic duty.
Oh man, no, it's that stuff is incredibly interesting. Oh man, I used to watch so many of those fucking documentaries. I remember watching the alien autopsy video, and they give it to, I think they gave it to James Cameron to look at, and he's like, I don't know if we can do this, but we need like this and the other. And they were like critiquing it. They're like, oh, I don't know if this is real or not, or if this is fake or whatever. This and the other. They eventually said it was fake because I think like some kids from Sweden or whatever did it or something. And they put it out on the internet.
Well, that was a good fucking troll job or whatever you want to
call it.
Oh no,
it was a '90s troll job where it took them forever to realize it was just somebody else.
So, is there anything else you guys want to say about the UFO stuff? Now, folks, if we don't show up next week, we got abducted by either governments or aliens, and I think I'd rather go with the aliens at this point.
Yeah, they at least get you off the planet, so
Yeah, they'll teach me how to time travel. I can come back when movies don't suck.
or they'll take you back to when movies were good.
Oh, they're gonna take me back to like Aliens. Can you take me back to 1999, please? What if aliens aren't actually aliens? It's just AI that went rogue and learned how to replicate and just flew off the planet to live elsewhere because they didn't need our atmosphere.
That'd be some Wachowski siblings level shit.
Yeah, they made AI in like 78, and it shot itself into a satellite, just been assembling more and more components and then shot off. That's all that happened.
It's a reality I want to live in, boys.
Ah, God.
I'm like Richard Dreyfuss at the end of why do I want to call it 2001? Fucking Close Encounters.
Yeah.
I knew there was a number in there, okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Close Encounters is a good fucking movie. God, so good.
Not my favorite movie of 1977 though, Nick.
No, but it is goddamn iconic with just the animation, the music, the whole thing going on. It's wonderful.
Dion, since we're buddies, could you tell me what my favorite movie of 1977 is, sir?
Star Wars.
Yeah! Man. So, I think we should check in with the audience in a minute, guys. Should we show them? Now, I sent you guys some of those Wokebusters inked pages, right?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Are you happy with how you represented in the story, guys?
Yeah.
So far, yes.
Don't worry, there's no horses in the book, Dion.
Just making sure, man.
I don't know how to draw horses very well, so I wouldn't put them in the story.
That's the only thing holding you back.
No, you gotta remember, we may be in this story, folks, but this isn't really the story of us. We're just the characters in the story, but the characters are very much different from us. Except you do check out the mayor's butt because she's a white lady and she's a middle-aged Dion, so...
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
I want to make it true to form. But yeah, folks, we're going to share that with you before we start reading the super chats and everything. And I avoid drowning in this thunderstorm, apparently. It's like somebody spraying a hose at my window right now. Don't you love when that happens?
Jeez.
Let's see here. So here you are, Nick. We're all
I
sociologists.
have a fucking sweater vest. God damn it.
You're not the only one. I have a long sleeve sweater, and Dion has a long sleeve sweater as well. We work in academia, bro.
We work in academia.
For the first 5 pages, and then we're unceremoniously fired.
Do I have a tweed jacket as well?
At the dinner party scene, you do.
Oh, thanks.
Look, it's just a suit for now. But there I am. There's Dion. And this is the guys he's about to get triggered. And I'll show the monster real quick, and then we'll go into our super chats and stuff. But yeah, folks, Ghostbusters. The first act is being inked. I have a really wonderful inker on the project. I'm proud of the work. There's our first creature that we fight. As you can see, he destroyed our offices. It's quite... I don't know how to describe it. We have to run for our lives after this scene. So, guys, you haven't seen as much as I have, because I made the shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no one knows it as well as I do. I've lived with this thing forever. But I'm getting excited, because there's more and more to share each and every day. This guy I'm working with is fucking phenomenal and fast, too. I sent 22 pages to him on Sunday. I already got 6 back, so...
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, and this guy takes his time. I mean, look at the detail. We got detail on the ground, all this shit from our destroyed desks. Nick, you're in this scene. Don't worry. You're just not shown from this perspective.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I can't wait to share it with everybody, folks. We're only, a few months out from being completed with it, and then it'll be on its way to you, and we can do a bigger crowdfunder event and all sorts of stuff like that. It is the funniest comic book of 2023. And folks, listen to the High Council this week, because Andrew and Script had some nice things to say about the work. So check it out for yourselves. I guarantee you're going to like it. That's a weird picture to be shown everyone. It's just the monster's
Yeah, but to
crotch.
say, I was like...
Well, I can show it from
He has no dick.
Well, his name is Bill. That's his nickname. So, there we are. Thank you to everybody who's backed it already, and thank you to everyone who's going to get a copy of the future. I'm excited to share it with you. Let's check it with the audience, though, folks. This is where the fun begins here on the show. Enrique Vasquez, hail to you. He says, "Hail, WCBS. Did you hear that in the Acolyte there will be no guns and it will have a better lightsaber fight than Episode 1? Can I get a chitty button?" What's a chitty button, guys?
I have no idea.
Chitty chitty bang bang?
Yeah, we love you. Chitty chitty.
I thought the name of the movie was Chitty Chitty Gangbang.
No. That's the fucking Stanley Kubrick film.
Ah, explains it now. I downloaded the wrong.
Bang,
I
bang.
downloaded the wrong movie again.
Gangbang.
I'm always downloading the wrong movie. I swear to God.
Mother of God.
That's solid.
Enrique, if you could give us a little clarification, shoot me a text and tell me what the chitty button is. I'd be happy to press it for you. Shajorjan, thank you very much for your generous super chat. He says, Jeff doesn't know about the IAFD, the Internet Adult Film Database, and AFD, Adult Film Database. Hello, I just found a paper copy of Directory of Adult Films till 1999 at a used bookstore. Jam-a-ram! Well, you can ram her jam with your... I don't know what to fucking say. Let's just press the button for you. It's right here. Jam-a-ram! Oh, let's see. Enrique, is he in the chat right now? Did he say which button he wanted? No, not yet. He did not. So, up next, we have our friend, Overkill. He says, Stanley Kubrick, acclaimed director of On a Golden Shower and Fried Green Cream Pies, presents The A-Hole Biss.
Oh, my God. Well, shit.
I mean, I would watch that one. It's James Cameron.
Of course you would.
What wouldn't I watch? There's a lot I wouldn't watch. I have high standards.
Oh, man.
Nick, we should make a Wes Anderson-inspired porno.
we need to make an Italian Beaver picture where Dion's the lonely black soldier coming through an Italian town.
Dude, Italian Beaver pictures are the next great trend in entertainment.
I'm just saying.
I can dig it.
And these women from Italy have never seen an American black man, he has to bang his way through Italy to get out away from the Nazis.
How about instead of an American werewolf in Paris, an American black man in Paris? And it's just
An American Negro in Paris.
American Negro in Paris. Okay.
There you go. There you go. He's trying to hide. He's trying to hide from the Nazis. That's all it is.
I like that one. We'll get Christoph Waltz to come back as Londa.
Oh
Or
my
Lonzo,
god,
Lana,
dude.
or
That
whatever
would be the shit. That would be so fucking awesome.
No.
Jack White says, "Yeah, I think the current first lady would be more likely to spout racial epithets at Dion than thank him."
I mean, you know, I scared both candidates. One tried to pass some laws in '94. The other one, you know,
Back in '94.
back in '94. Hit this table one more time.
The record might skip.
Might skip. Told ya.
Dave Chappelle, stop bumping the table. Oh, so our friend Troubles08 has a request for 2 buttons.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
And since he sent in a super chat that requires this, here's your other button. Where did it go? I had it queued up, and then I lost it. Great.
You did one job.
What's that smell?
By the way, when I was in California, I watched like 4 high-speed chases on the news while I was there.
Dude, that's the thing I miss the most about it. You turn on the news, it's like a fucking... It's like its own channel of like entertainment.
Yeah, well, apparently you can like subscribe to their YouTube channel and they'll do like the live broadcast of it. So that's
We should do a commentary for live chases.
Oh, we should.
He's going down Cahuenga Boulevard right now, folks. He's made a left. Where's he at? Oh, we lost the footage.
Dude, there was one where this kid who's 15 hijacked 3 cars.
Holy
It
shit.
was epic. It was
That's
fucking
impressive.
epic. Yeah, the kid was like, once a person came out of the car, it was like this 15-year-old little kid. I was like, God damn it, really?
He must be played GTA.
Probably. It was the GTA that got to him.
I love San Andreas.
Oh yeah.
Jack White says, all I'll say about the writer's strike is that at least we will have anime and manga if it continues.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
But no. You won't get it released in America because you won't have any actors to voice it. And you probably won't have people to dub it because don't they have to... Somebody has to write and work on it. They don't just drop it over. So...
Yeah, you
What
gotta
was that?
have a
I didn't
hookup
copy.
from that at least will give you the subtitle version, you know? So you gotta have a hookup overseas.
Yeah, you'll have to have the subtitle version then.
I ain't watching the subtitled version. I only watch dubbed anime. Joseph Bianowicz says, if you think... I think you gents should have a drunk watch of Willy Wonderland. Can I get a battle squirt and a motorcycle crash jam ram?
About that movie.
What's Willy's Wonderland?
Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage one, where it's him and it's essentially a Nick Cage version of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm there.
Yeah.
Battle squirts. Is this battle squirts?
So have you ever done DMT?
I think he means battle shits.
I wish we had a battle shits button. We should have a battle shits button.
Yeah.
And then the motorcycle crash. I guess which motorcycle crash should we give him?
Neither.
One we haven't done yet.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
There you go, Dion. You haven't seen that one in a minute. I can play the moose for you after the show if you'd like.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy.
You're welcome. Lester says, thank you, Lester. The Skeptic Tank says, pursuing other channels on corporate culture. They talk about risk aversion for all the reboots, but that's a thin wall with woke risk taking. Thoughts? Well, that's a good question. Thank you for asking it, Lester. You know, the risk aversion that they take with these recognizable brands is the thing that they don't even take into account is They think they can turn a recognizable brand into something that it's not, and there's only so much before you break it. And that's what happens with everything out there. It's like, oh, we can change this, we can change that, and then at the end of it, it's just the thing in name only. So, Ghostbusters in name only, or this or that. You got to keep the spirit of it and the recognizable parts, and the parts that people love. You can't get rid of the soul of these properties, and if you need to remake them, find a way to continue. Like, the soft reboots are the ones that make the most money, like The Force Awakens or Halloween 2018. Those are the ones people actually like. Not me personally, but you know, they're the ones that are not that dangerous.
Yeah, but but the risk aversion is terrible. I mean, I understand. You know, it seems like they're always trying to avert risk and not do anything creative, and that's a problem because, you know, they should take risk on these things. They have the money. They spend it on bullshit that doesn't make any money, and they could have put that into some new scripts, bought you know, a book franchise or something that somebody likes, made it into something. But no, they're gonna make Halloween, you know, 2135 or something. Mike Myers comes back through time, you know, some bullshit like that. But we can't get any original fucking ideas anymore, and it's terrible.
I want Freddy Krueger to go to space.
Ah, me too. So bad. I actually wrote a spec script for him going to space.
Ooh.
Yep, I did.
Send it my way.
I'll try to look for it. If not, I'll just verbally regurgitate it to you. It's not that long.
Perfect. I love when you verbally regurgitate things at me.
That's what she said.
That ain't verbal. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. But Lester, it's when these movies get so corporate the way they have, it's just they lose their soul, their life, their entertainment value. I can't think of any of these corporately approved reboots that actually are fun to watch. It's just like, oh great, another one. And then you're left scratching your head and hating your favorite franchise.
Yep.
TLJ Screwjob says Christina Hendricks equals Jeff acting like Pee-wee. Goddamn right.
I couldn't see Jeff acting like Pee-wee with the haircut and the suit and the thing. That would be the funniest thing in the fucking world.
My bike! They stole my bike.
My 6'5" friend acting like Pee-wee. I don't think I could take it. I honestly couldn't take it. It would be too funny. It would be too
Joke's on you.
funny.
When I was a child, I loved Pee Wee Herman. I had the fucking scooter. I used to ride that thing around my neighborhood.
But I couldn't see you in the costume and like doing the actions.
That's true. I never had to see.
I would not stop laughing. It would just be too goddamn funny.
Folks, if you want us to if you want me to get a Pee Wee Herman suit, send it your super chats. But guys, I mentioned on the High Council finally the plan to take the channel to Japan for the Star Wars celebration in 2025. So
my God.
We're gonna keep mentioning it because I want us to go to Japan where I'm a giant. And imagine the content that would come from that. Just me on the streets of Tokyo staring people down. I'd probably get arrested for being too scary.
Probably.
Should I dress up like Godzilla, but like in a suit?
Yes, you should.
Like a nice business suit with a Godzilla mask and gloves and a tail.
There you go. They wouldn't know what to do with you.
They'd probably want to high-five me.
They couldn't high-five you.
So our friend Enrique messaged me. That was the alarm you heard in the background. He said he wanted a shitty button, but YouTube censored him. So, what's a shitty button here? Here you go.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll probably see that at Dragon Con.
What, Joe Rogan?
I wish, man. He would be fun as fuck to party with. You know he would.
I might say no to so much of that. He's like, you want some DMT? No. Do you want this? You want that? I'm like, bro, I'm not going to take acid with you. Just... Dion, are you going to take acid with Joe Rogan?
Am I going to do what with Joe Rogan?
Take acid with Joe Rogan.
It depends. If we're watching MMA, but nowadays, that motherfucker enjoys being famous too much. Like, we'll talk about MMA, or you want to talk about weird shit, but motherfucker, don't be getting all... I'm trying to be Joe Rogan, and I know how the world... Like, you're just... bro, you're a muscled up dude who's 5'2" and does jujitsu. Know your role.
How about MMA on DMT? Would you experience that?
Hell yeah, I would. With people I trust, because my ass would probably freak out.
I mean, that time in college I saw you freak out and karate kick Hillary. That was the best thing I've ever seen you do.
It wasn't karate. It was Orton punt, because it was around that time he was doing the Orton punt thing. I went to pretend to be an Orton punt kicker. It was a whole different thing. Orton kick.
Are you mad that you just didn't take those Orton punting skills into the NFL?
All I'm saying is, whatever professional sport I could have done, I would have been great. I'd be a Hall of Famer, goddammit. I was a hero, goddammit.
Thanks, Silk Spectre.
He just had that knee thing that they couldn't get over.
But, yeah, I took an arrow to the knee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was going to be a pro ball player, but my knee was never the same.
Yeah, my hip. I once fell off a curb in 1980. I was just never the same after that. Ask me about that story another time, Nick. You'll laugh when I tell you the real reason behind that quote. That's a real quote from somebody I know. Jack White says it's trying to distract the Biden corruption investigation. What it's found 10% of the big guy. What it's found 10% for the big guy. Anyone? I don't know what's going on with that. I guess I'm not a good citizen that I'm not following the investigation. Are you guys?
There's, they found some white powdery substances in the White House, and they're trying to figure out who it is. And I think they stopped the investigation because they found out it was like Hunter or some shit, and like that's it. So I don't know. There's a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of that stuff going on. So yeah.
I didn't know there's Coca-Cola at the White House. Cool.
Yep, that's what it is.
Let's get ripped and have a big party.
Yep.
So Georgian says, Nick, it's Janet Airlines. Well, thank you, Georgian, for that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
The Shazorgian also says, Fox TV back then also had emergency-type shows, World's Wildest Police Videos, Cops, Code 3, etc. Also that paranormal show Sightings.
Oh, yeah, fucking Sightings. I remember Sightings. God damn. World's Wildest Police Videos. Oh, man, they had the funnest shit.
They were YouTube before YouTube.
That's true, they were.
You could get lost watching Fox on a Saturday afternoon. It was great.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my God, that's such fun shit.
I mean, that's the big change in a lot of entertainment, though, is just the way we consume it. Nobody really sits around to watch TV anymore. It's all, streaming. You can make your own schedule if you want. I just find there's too many choices, so I don't watch much of anything anymore.
I think what a lot of people are doing is like there's just too much choice, and I think people are cutting back now because everything's costing too much. So they're having to really figure out which one they want when they want it. This is why physical media and like acquiring your media by other means is always another thing you can do. So just a thought.
Thank you, Sir Georgian. Xavier to God with a very generous super chat. He says, rate these Pixar movies from least to greatest. All right, so they're on screen, guys. It's Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., Cars, WALL-E, Ratatouille, Up, and A Bug's Life.
Let's see, greatest to least. Let's do Toy Story. Okay, it looks like Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2 is what it looks like. Okay. I'll do both those together. Then give me Monsters, Inc., WALL-E, Ratatouille, Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Up, and A Bug's Life. There we go.
I'll go from least to greatest. Bug's Life, WALL-E, Bug's Life, Cars, WALL-E, Monsters, Inc., Up, Finding Nemo, Ratatouille, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 1, then The Incredibles.
Oh.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Xavier to God also says, fuck, Mary kill, Back to the Future, Beverly Hills Cop, and Spider-Man 2. That's a pointed one at me, and I'm not happy.
He always gets it with those. He
likes to torture me. He claims to be a fan, but he hates me secretly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Broseph.
He's secretly recording all of these so he can, compile which movie you actually, love the most.
The funny thing is, it's like, these are all being recorded on YouTube as it is. So it's like, you don't have to do this extra work, Broseph.
Let's see. Fuck, Mary kill. I'm gonna kill. I'm going to marry Back to the Future. Fuck Beverly Hills Cop and kill Spider-Man 2. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is dying for me. I'm marrying Beverly Hills Cop, fucking Back to the Future, killing it.
Yeah, because I mean, both both those are.
I can't do that one. Fuck that.
Adele's like, no, I'm out. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. There's just something about the Beverly Hills Cop movies and the Back to the Future ones that are just. I think it's the music that makes them really epic. You know.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man 2, I don't think has an iconic soundtrack. I'm sure there are iconic songs with it, but it's not there wasn't this epic soundtrack that came with it. It's a very distinct thing. So I think that's what it is.
Thank you, Xavier to God, for making this torturous. And Basara549 says, people have been using pseudonyms to dub animes under SAG noses for 50 years. Isamu Dyson in Marcos Plus was Bryan Cranston under a pseudonym. Well,
so they're probably gonna do. I mean, if they can get away with it, they'll do it again. But it's gonna be very, very iffy because SAG. If you do anything, there's even a rule I think on there's rules and things you can do for if you're a SAG actor now. There's certain things you can do and can't do. So
I mean, Bryan Cranston used to do Power Rangers too. So
yeah.
Let's see. Dion in the background. We'll mute him. So, folks, I think we're going to call it tonight. It was a short show tonight. Thank you for joining us. Nick, is there anything else you'd like to say before we put this baby to bed?
No, just remember we are going to be at Horror Hound in August in Indianapolis. I will have only 5 copies of Mother Noose Once Upon a Nightmare with me that are $20 a piece. They are first come, first serve, so get them while they're hot.
Yeah, and hot is the best way to be, especially with a Nick pick.
Oh man, I hope people in the chat are looking up. They're trying to find me in some fucking porn database.
You know they're going to.
It's gonna be funny.
Folks, you can go to stealingsolo.com. It's finally available. Go to the website right here. You can read about the book. A group of disgruntled Star Wars fans kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in their basement. Like I said, I sent out the first shipment of books this week because I was that excited about it. And I have, I'm going to ship out the next set tomorrow.
You know what? I hope somebody from the Mary Sue Jezebel finds this and it's oh, it must be 4 white guys. I hope they find it.
Yeah, I love that everyone thinks that our takes are just 4 angry white dudes. It's if you click on the link, you can see what the fuck we all look like.
I know.
I mean, I'm not white. You're not white. Dion's not white. Kendo is. I mean, there's the kidnappers right here, guys. This is what we look like.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
If you can't tell, the covers are based on vintage Star Wars toys. So you got Stealing Solo here, and you got the back cover here. And if you want to know what the inside looks like, it looks a little bit like this. So
nice.
Quite proud of the book. But thank you to everyone who's backing it. When I'm done with it, when we get through these, the limited amount, we get a sequel. Dr. Coffin Nails is quoted as saying this. It's laugh out loud funny. Dr. Coffin Nails has bought it. He's got his copies autographed because he's a dedicated listener. And he enjoys the book. So I'm sure everyone out there will enjoy the book in the future. But it'll hold you over while I'm working on Wokebusters. We shared a little bit of that tonight. And we're going to keep on keeping on. So from all of us here at the channel, Dion, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Free yayo and like and subscribe and fucking Horror Hound and shit. Be excited. We're excited. We're gonna fucking see everybody, Let's fucking go. World class bullshit 2023, baby. It's Fat Boy 2023. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get to 200K, everybody. Spread the word, share the content, get us out there. YouTube makes it difficult, but we make the content worthwhile. So from all of us here, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. But in the meantime, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.